dummy.
That shit was here.
I will say one thing. My nigga Hootie was the livest K Wanger ever.
When they was in the circle saying, "Go Hootie, go Hootie."
I don't know. I don't know if Hootie was live than Black. Though.
I killed Black.
I don't know.
I killed Black.
Black wasn't K Wanger.
Well, listen, I
no.
killed Black, but I stole it from Black too.
Yeah, Black
had
from
Florida. That's where that
Black
shit
from Tampa. That's where that shit came
Right,
from.
I stole it from him, but I got it.
Well, he not from Tampa. He
I
from
was a
Chipley.
little smoother. He was a little stiff. You know, he had a little stiff in his spine.
Man, that nigga Black come through the door. The whole time in the club, that nigga goddamn.
Right. Same rhythm. He ain't switch it up or nothing. You gotta switch.
whatever
You got to
song
show
it
that nigga shoulder had a seizure.
You gotta dip with it every now and then or something.
Damn,
Black.
look.
And then Black used to like go in a square with it. He'd
Yeah,
like
you
go
gotta-
all around the dance.
You gotta circle around, you know what I'm saying? Get in and out with that thing.
Then Hootie just got too cool. He stopped dancing. He
Yeah, that
stopped
shit
doing
wasn't fun
everything.
no more.
He got too
Once I
You ain't
realized,
like the Go Hooters? Go Hooters? You ain't like that?
nah, I ain't need it. I'd rather be over here standing over here chilling.
Man, what was my nigga from Atlanta that came with Hack? I thought he was a punt returner.
Tutu?
Tutu. Now that nigga was live.
Tutu used to be that bit pee pop. Tutu, my nigga.
Tutu, you get down.
like a motherfucker. Tutu.
Yeah,
was
Baby
Shout out
Chris
Tutu.
Brown? You like Chris Brown?
Nah, he was different. He was in Atlanta. He was a more hood.
Nah, he
version,
was
bro.
Atlanta. But
He was more hood version.
I mean, all that shit was hood.
Justin-
I'm looking at that shit, man. You fuck around and be thinking that them niggas goddamn ain't gangster because they run around there dancing and twerking and shit. Nigga, knock your whole block off.
And saying that Tutu gonna be the first nigga to fight.
Right.
He gonna be the first nigga to
Niggas
fight.
be circling around him like, punt the ball. He'll dance
That's
while
why-
putting the ball.
That's why it's real crazy when you go to other cities, man. You just gotta sit back and just peep the scene because you'll be
You don't know
thinking
what's
like
going on.
niggas doing some sensitive shit or something.
Yeah.
Nigga got
That's the real
knock
nigga
your
shit.
whole block off.
Right.
That's the real nigga shit.
Where they
dude.
come from, yeah.
Yeah.
Bounce music if you want. Niggas like bounce music gonna shoot you in your face.
Like niggas in Atlanta
That's why them
skating.
niggas was doing bounce music. It was still the murder capital. at
Yeah, I
one
like
point.
catering. Nigga, I shoot you in your mouth. What you gonna do about it? Shoot you.
They're like niggas in Atlanta skating too, though. Gangster skating.
Nigga, my
in
pops was, I like skate.
Hootie was the 3 times New Orleans skate champ.
That's why my Kane Wayne was so smooth. Goddamn. You gotta be smooth.
Oh, I
You gotta
get
be
it now.
smooth to skate. Goddamn. Like T.I.
Let's
what
have
you
a
got?
skate party. Let's break
I'm
a
ready.
skate.
I'm ready for it, cuz.
Yeah, you want to
Yeah,
K
you know how to
Wayne.
I might fall now because I ain't been a
Dad don't look like he know how to skate.
Dad look like the nigga who hit the wall 8 times. I'm good, G-Ball.
Nah, no, I actually take that back. Dad's probably got that little bag in the back that got his skates already in it.
Dad like he run on them all.
They got white walls on his
that nigga
wheels.
pull his shit out, ain't gonna be like some gold skate.
Oh, y'all want to skate?
Oh, y'all want to skate?
Them hoes gonna shine.
Yo,
I be
skate,
back-
skate.
I be back,
I'll be
G-Boss.
right back.
Gotta put the music on them.
I be back, G-Boss.
They got some Jordan Lim skate.
Gotta be-
Wheels on them hoes.
Initials on them hoes and everything.
Dad, why you into me? Y'all never brought up skating, G-Boss.
But I've been doing that.
Dad's boy had a trail last week.
I know who I do want to see on some skates though.
Shit.
Y'all ready for another accident?
You ain't gonna catch me off that carpet. I'm gonna be so that carpet.
You in the kiddie ring, ain't it?
I think just go skate from the
The
concession,
concession stand to the table.
I had enough. I'm good.
That's all I needed. I might do a circle.
I don't know how to skate, but I know how to rollerblade.
I don't know how to
That was his
rollerblade.
fuck. I don't know how to rollerblade.
I learned how to do both.
Because
of them.
when I first
Ice skate.
when I
In
no
Wisconsin.
when
I never ice
I,
skated.
I tried to ice skate in Wisconsin. I never could do that shit.
I ain't never
but-
did it before.
When I was in Wisconsin, they was ahead of rollerblades. Like when I left Mobile, it was skates. But as soon as I got to Wisconsin, them niggas like, no, skates. That's so old. Got rollerblades.
So that's not similar?
Huh?
Rollerblades and ice skating?
I thought
I thought
rollerblades
that
and
shit was
ice skating would be similar.
Until you get on some ice.
Dummy.
I ain't trying to put down some ice. Man, y'all ever touch some ice?
I ain't never been on
It is similar, but it's ice. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a little different.
different monster.
Yeah, it's different. But here we go. You're tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stop.
I'm Joe.
I'm Todd.
I'm motherfucking hootie.
And we back like we never left, cause like we say every week, we never leave. It's episode 70. 70, nigga. We
You
moving,
bitch,
we
you.
climbing up the ladder. We almost to 100.
Oh, Silver Fox.
Think about it like
You bitch.
we 70, we still on the low end, but think about how many people you've seen not make it to 70.
Hey,
A lot.
Seven.
How many didn't make it?
70.
A lot.
I like it. And then,
A lot.
like I was telling y'all earlier, it's crazy because I go back and look at older episodes, you know what I'm saying? And I just look at how we look, the lighting, I look at the sound, I look at the tools we had. Shit, we just added a new tool today that's gonna be good for us. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. I just think that we getting it. You know,
that might be the key. What that? We keep moving, meaning we got the lights, we got the camera, we got what we got. You know what I'm saying? Other people, they stick to that same old mold and think it's going to change something.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest.
Ain't changing nothing.
I think I feel confident in saying this for everybody at the table. We not finna stop podcasting no time soon.
Yeah, absolutely not.
We trying
absolutely not. So if you're tired of us.
If people can stop listening, that's fine. But we not finna stop recording this motherfucker.
You know what
for sure.
We done made a change and looking for what's the next change.
Yeah, we always looking for the next change. And I think that's dope. Shouts out to y'all boys for that, man. But yeah, it's episode 70, man. What is it? It is Sunday the 9th. That's another change that we got, man. We record it on Sunday now, and we're going to bring it to you the next day. So it's fresh. We get the fresh news, fresh off the press, man. Something happened today. It's going to be on there tomorrow when y'all listen to it in the morning.
That's an advancement, too.
Yeah.
That's another advancement.
Big advancement. Shouts out to Dez on that.
Like, we felt recording on a Friday, releasing it on the Monday, we was delayed. We was behind. You know what I'm saying? We trying to be
shit.
If we could release that bit or record that bit Monday morning, release it Monday by noon, we great. That's the next goal, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But then shouts out.
Who knows?
We did this one time.
Who knows?
Nigga want to release that dude.
Keep moving, cuz.
You know how who
won't have many edits no more.
Nah, but all in all, man, we back. We feeling great, man. It was how your week was, Hoop?
Oh, it was cool, man. Busy week, you know what I'm saying? Then last night, got to get out, you know what I'm saying? The girl been saying she wanted to dress up and put some clothes on and go out. And we did that shit last night. That shit was fun, man. It was fun. We went to a little ball, cocktail, party, whatever you want to call it. I ain't know what the fuck you had to wear. I had to ask, you know what I'm saying? What's cocktail attire? You know what I'm saying? That was my first time, asking. And then once I got there, I saw that my cocktail attire isn't your cocktail attire. So I could have really wore the fuck I wanted and still be sweet. You know
it's like after 5.
Which means anything.
Suit, no tie. Something like that.
But when you Google the shit, because I Googled, that's how I found out. I Googled it. It say tie.
Now y'all see, why I asked Baron the question, I asked he. What
it
he
say
said
tie.
bossed up. It matters, fool. Where
No,
you
I
going.
understood why you was asking that. Because bossed up is not a... I know what after 5 mean. I know what cocktail hour mean. I know
and what he said. As soon as he said, oh, no, you ain't got to wear no suit.
Mm-hmm. He going to have a suit on in that bitch.
Maybe not, because Baron don't always put on suit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I asked.
Suit, no tie.
But I said that to say, man, you really wear what the fuck you want. Because I saw, like, when you Google the definition, it says a shirt, a dark color with a tie. I see niggas in there with no ties on, with light colors.
I mean, people going to step outside the code. But if it say that, yeah, you should have a tie on.
Speaking of, real quick, do it at the top. Mobile, Alabama. We're going to be there on February the 22nd, man.
You
All black masquerade. Shouts out to Port Mobile, my dog Rock. At I_Rock Hard, man. Go get it. He still got tickets left for the Blacked Out Masquerade. They going really quick, man. Almost on the brink of selling out. We gonna be in that thing, man. Bring out, it's Mardi Gras.
All right.
We all from Mardi Gras land here at this table. New Orleans, Mobile. We'll argue all day about where it starts, but regardless of the situation, Mardi Gras is a festive event. It was like looking online, man, finally seeing the start of parade season. You couldn't help but notice the atmosphere, see how turned everybody was and how excited everybody was for Mardi Gras to be starting, man. And it's kind of like you looking at the thing like, damn, I missed the parade. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you miss being in that atmosphere. So, shouts out to Mardi Gras in both Mobile and New Orleans, man. It is that time of the year, and we're going to kick it off on February. Well, not kick it off, but we're going to shut it down on February 22nd at the All Black Masquerade, Mobile, Alabama, man. Make sure you in the building.
Don't meet us there, beat us there.
What's the attire?
Fresh as fuck.
Do I have to wear black? You better come in there right.
Yeah. Fresh as fuck.
Yeah. They do. And that was the thing I noticed. Now, no offense. I just noticed that the little Mardi Gras masquerades I've been seeing, or the Mardi Gras little parades and stuff that I've been seeing around here,
it's not
lacking.
the same.
It's lacking atmosphere.
Man, that was the worst goddamn second line music I ever heard.
Yeah,
of my life.
man. Like,
My God.
Because you from that and you know what it looked like. So.
You see
I was
what I'm
waiting for it to
saying?
speed up. And I was like,
Yeah,
it was a slow.
Oh, yeah,
I don't even
it
know
was.
I don't even know what song that was. They were playing. I was like, who?
I need you to that bit blowing.
I'm not trying to talk down on it, but y'all got to get people from the culture, man, to put that up.
Who to go produce it?
I could. I promise you, fool, I was in there producing it. I was like, man, they could let me produce some shit like this and be good.
I did like the
Put your hands
attempt.
in.
I did like that.
Right.
I like the umbrellas. You know what I'm saying?
Because I noticed I did this on purpose. Once I put the video on mute, it looked like anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it with the sound on.
It's funny that you said it.
Mm-hmm.
But, right or wrong, the music and atmosphere is part of it.
It makes it. But that's why I was saying, because he said for the attempt.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
I get part of it, but then get the music right, then I
Fair
can add it
enough.
all.
And everything evolves and grow. Like, shit, we talked about we had big wires up under this bitch at one point.
Big kneecap.
Everything up on the table and shit.
How your
Showing
week,
shoes and shit.
how your week going, Todd?
Slow motion, man. Nothing happened this week. Just work, you know what I'm saying? The usual. Again, loving on my people, man. That's it, What about you, Joe?
Shit. Nothing eventful. What about you, Stop?
Damn, make me feel like my week was too long.
Short. It was a short week for me because I only went to work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Jordan was sick, so I stayed home with her Thursday. I was gonna go to work Friday, but she was still running a little bit of temp. You know what I'm saying? She at the age now where you really don't necessarily have to stay.
Yeah.
But by the time I looked up, I was like, man, by the time I drive to work and get in there, it's 11 and I gotta get out. I'm getting out at 2:30 because I had to go to Fresh. I was like, man, fuck that. So I used it to be productive.
Sound like a vacation to me.
Yeah, fuck it. Get them 2 days to rejuvenate and get your week back started.
Need that shit. Fool.
But all in all, man, it was a pretty dope week. Like Todd said, love on your people, man.
Take your PTO time. I saw that on social media.
Take it. Take it.
Please do.
Please take it.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm. Got an answer.
What?
3 of them.
Y'all ever go get your car fixed? And I don't give a fuck if you get the windshield wipers changed out that bitch. You be like, oh yeah, they be riding good.
It's riding so smooth.
Yeah, that nigga fixed my tires through my windshield.
Man, I don't give a fuck what you do to your car, fool. Nigga just adjust the mirror a little bit. Damn, they be riding good.
You would have got an oil change. You do 100 on the interstate.
Hell yeah.
That bitch got a little kick to it. Then we.
Yeah. My shit riding smooth.
Yeah, that rain was fucking up my engine.
Old ass all in my car.
I had when it got an oil change this week. I was like, damn, that big goddamn. I had a little more kick to it this week.
Same old oil, my nigga.
Only niggas, boy, I swear. But shouts out to y'all, man. You got to get your car fixed. Did y'all see, man, Apple? We talked about this before, but again, Apple's being sued for slowing down your phones.
They ought to be sick of that shit by now.
Man, listen.
How much money they got there?
It was in France was I guess it might be by country. Maybe that's why it's going on. But France was the new. They sued them for 25 million euro, which is, I don't know what the fuck that equate for us. I know a little bit less, but pretty close. For slowing down their iPhone models without making it clear to consumers. So that's the problem. Like, okay, fine, if you slow it down, but let these people know. But basically, Apple's response was we were slowing it down to prolong the life of the phone. Don't know if y'all saw that, but I do know that in talking to different people, you always hear people say like, man, every time a new iPhone come out, I've heard a lot of people say, man, my phone acting crazy or acting slow.
Yeah.
I know it because the new iPhone out.
Right.
It's like they don't want you to keep your old phone.
But it's stupid because like we was talking about, I get it, but then I don't get it. Because if you're going to do that, cool, fine and dandy, but let me know. So like you said, the people saying, let me know, because I can see like sometimes when they update the software to 13.1, the iPhone 4 or 5 may not work.
Right.
Because it's not meant to be.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why
not meant
they
to
say
be on this new
Yeah.
shit. But that's cool. Do that. But let me. And I feel like you can do both. You can speed it up and help out these faster ones, and keep the old shit for the older phones, the older generation, and let them work as well.
But I mean, the older phones, like, they won't let you update it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's past a certain point.
And that's fine. But
But-
if you're slowing it down to help those phones, then still slow it down to help
But
those
man,
phones.
my
on the
thing
other
about that,
end.
if you got an iPhone 4, you don't care about speed anyway. Just answer your phone calls.
This is very true, man. That's very true.
Mhm.
But what's crazy, as I've gotten older, like, I don't really care about, like, it was one point, oh, shit, I gotta have
get
it.
the
That
new
bitch
one,
new.
right?
But now, I'm getting to a point where, like, man,
I don't give a
I
shit.
don't give a fuck.
Me neither.
I'm
Right.
finna do the same things on the motherfucker.
Right.
But you still gonna stay within probably 3 to 4 series.
Which is
This is true.
great. Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, don't kill me for like having one or two old. Like, I'm cool with that.
Right.
Mhm.
But if you Apple and you got a business to run, like, nah, I want you to have the new
right,
shit.
I get that too. And so then you get why they, like you said, they have all that money.
They got all that
That's
money.
part of the reason
Yeah,
why.
you want to
I'm
sue
at
me?
the
Fine,
point-
Whatever.
I'm at the point, like, I'm gonna stick with the phone till this stop working. And
Yeah,
then
that's how
I
I
get
am
the new
too.
one.
I say I'm at that point once I stop getting the newest phone. I ain't
But
there
you got
yet.
the new shit, right?
Right. So,
Yeah, so, yeah.
and
You was
within-
happy about the team.
Who the rich?
Right.
He doesn't
No,
count.
y'all
Who
do-
the rich?
Who
What's,
the
your-
rich?
what's your
Who
phone?
the always gonna get the latest?
No, what's your
and
phone? iPhone what?
X.
New phone. What's your
No,
phone?
no, that's my shit older compared to yours.
Okay, but I'm saying I waited the 2 years, so you're still within 2 years.
No, I just got mine.
You're still within 2 years. Motherfucker. Everybody's here within 2 years. Is all I'm saying. So I don't get the year, but then I get the 2 years, which you probably do.
I get you, buddy.
So once I go past,
But you keep the new one though. I'm just gonna put
You
that
gonna
out
get the
there.
new one in September.
no, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't,
Keep-
that's what I'm saying.
Somehow
I
that
don't
shit
do
gonna break.
Right.
He
Then
gonna
that's
get the new one.
different. If
You
it
gonna
break-
break it.
Them hoes magically break for who
Dummy.
when the new one drops on.
My phone don't.
September is gonna break.
Nah, if
It's gonna be
breaks,
just
it
fine all summer. Come September,
If it breaks, then it
Justify
breaks.
that shit though.
Yeah.
oh,
I gotta
man.
get a new phone.
I
man.
mean, my
shit
phone
broke.
start working.
Did y'all see, man? A lot of people might want to sign up for this shit, but my man paving the way to make it cool, or I ain't gonna even say make it cool, but make it work. Future, allegedly, Future is suing his baby mama for talking too much.
Sounds about right.
Can you sue your wife?
Oh shit, that's a new one. You should start that.
Be the first one.
Yeah, set the
Be
trend,
the
bro.
trendsetter, nigga.
Oh, shit.
But now it's saying that the rapper's basically suing one of his baby mothers for basically talking, sharing intimate details of their life and relationship. And my man decided like, hey man, enough is enough, nigga. You finna get sued for this.
Mm.
Did y'all see that?
I did see
I
that.
didn't see it, but I agree.
I see that she's been going off a lot, just telling how he's deadbeat father, bad father, or if he's even the father, because he still hasn't had a DNA test.
Right.
Mm.
So it's still all of that played into it. So he's like, at least until we get this situated, tell her be quiet. But then at the same point, he's not showing up for the DNA test either.
So it's a defamation lawsuit.
It is, but it
yeah.
goes both ways too.
He don't want to do it.
It's probably his number 9.
That boy got him out there.
Right.
Boy. You understand what I'm saying to you?
I just saw some shit. Did y'all see that his oldest son, like the 18-year-old kid, is going to do some legal shit?
Right, gonna do some legal shit.
Okay,
What happened?
He's facing like years in jail for gang activity.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's like 18
But why
years
would
old.
you?
Because
Him right there.
Because
You gotta
man,
come on.
you know
What's
something.
the boy name? What?
Oh yeah, had all that money.
So
Yeah,
they got you well off. I really don't understand that, but
And you
man,
never-
but they don't understand. Like niggas ain't do that shit to be cool. Niggas did that shit because they had to.
But you never know his situation either.
No, I know
Because
his
if
situation. He never had to.
Because if it's one of these situations where his mom's going through the same thing this new baby mom's going through, you never know. If they have the money or the finances or the resources that's needed. You never know.
I mean, you do.
You're saying Future oldest son doesn't have the resources that he needs?
I'm saying you never know what resources he's had or what other resources he wants. Or even if he does have the resources, maybe he feels like I can get away with whatever because your dad in your life is a resource.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I will say this. I guess where I come, like the school that I went to, I had the luxury of seeing hood folks and well-to-do people.
Mhm.
And what I will say, I never really understood this. And even when I got to college, I seen this happen. I never understood how like sometimes the people who got everything that they need or have everything that they need and well off and don't have to make some of these decisions, you'll catch them want to sell weed,
Right.
wanting to mix in with the people who don't have. They don't really realize that those people are doing that to try to get where you're at.
And to survive.
And you're already there, but you like it's like that life suck them in.
Mhm.
It's something about it. I don't know if it seems more fun or more exciting.
Gives them a rush, I think.
But I've known women that's happened to. They was gifted, smart, straight A student. All of a sudden they meet a nigga from over here who, I was hanging out in the trap. They had $1,200, and then they life
why
go
you
down
doing
the
it?
drain for
Right.
that shit.
Yeah.
Like somebody we know, like we want to get him on the show. And I said the name because he's spoken out about it publicly. Trey. He had a whole lot of things. He had everything he's wanted. His parents there in his life. His parent has these things and those things, yet still gets incarcerated for doing the wrong thing. So sometimes it just happens. Sometimes it's the resources. Who knows, man? Shit
It
happens.
happens. It's weird to me. But because I wasn't well to do, I consider myself at best for the people I was around middle. Like, the lights went off when I went home. But shit, we ain't have no pool in the backyard neither.
Mm-hmm.
But I just never wanted to do that shit. Because
Yeah,
I knew I was going somewhere.
And I'll tell you this. And it's not even always the other side. It's just, once again, the person who they are. Because I've had my lights cut off. But I never thought about doing that.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, shit. I was just like, they got to figure it out. That ain't on me.
Yeah.
But some people, if they don't bring that money home, then shit might stay that
I
way.
would just love an opportunity for my parent to be so successful, and all I got to do is
Go to
build off of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
should make life so much easier.
Yeah,
And I
let me
think-
build
and
off
that's-
of what you've already
Right.
started. I have a platform that I can just, hey, look, pop, this is what I'm thinking about, man. I got this.
Mhm.
Oh, shit, let's roll with it.
Right.
But instead, you want to, shit, let me go take the choppers in the street.
That's that both sides we were talking about. 'Cause people like us will find a way to succeed, but people on that other end who think differently gonna fail somehow.
And bro, in high school, if I just had like the money like that, had a nice car, like, I ain't finna be fucking with y'all niggas. I'm finna go be playing with these girls. What are y'all talking about? We going on dates to Applebee's and everything.
Dating early.
Yes.
Y'all seen that it's this new drug. They saying that actually was found in Louisiana for the first time. Officials are saying that the drug is so
I ain't do
powerful that just touching it could kill you. They're calling this super drug the Gray Death. The public, I guess, is basically saying that the Gray Death is basically kind of like a heroin, but it's cut with fentanyl. They saying basically you can kind of tell by the color, it looked like a fucking charcoal block for real. I don't know why the fuck you would want to be that high. It's appearing in Alabama and Georgia and moving as far as to Ohio and Pennsylvania. Why would y'all want that shit? I don't know. I don't want to be that goddamn high.
Fool.
Be so high, I'ma almost die.
So do you like
touch it,
smoke
you die.
that shit?
Nigga, I don't want nothing that
How
I
you
touch, you
consume
die.
it? Like,
You can smoke it, you inject it.
I don't know how
it
you do it, but it's lace heroin.
with fentanyl.
But it's heroin,
Ain't that
and
shit
then they
like
put some
antifreeze
other
or
stuff
some
that
shit?
would kill you.
And it's called a designer drug.
That bitch called the Gray Death.
A
Why would you want something called the Gray Death?
I don't
Nothing
want
designed
nothing
about
death
that.
in your goddamn drug. You should.
I was
want
always, I ain't
What's
gonna
the-
lie, I'm real green when it come to the drug. Like I have smoked weed before and I have drunk, but I was always scared to try like the extra extreme shit because I felt like all my life I felt like I was gonna be like Lynn Bias or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that shit. Next thing you know, athlete, star player, dead for trying this.
Mm-mm. I ain't trying nothing but the regular.
Like I.
What's the opposite of designer?
Crack.
No, nigga.
Pay less.
Nigga said crack.
Well, I want give me some Payless drugs.
Bobos.
Give me some Payless drugs. Weed and alcohol.
Shake it, Bobo. If you from Mobile, you got them shake it, Bobo.
Bobo.
Them XJ900.
What they was called? Volt. It was something.
XJ900.
I feel like we talked about this before, but I'm
We
gonna say it
did.
again. I'll never forget. Oh, we gonna go get you some shoes. I'm
Yeah,
thinking I'm
some
gonna go get
Supermans?
some Jordans. Nigga had me them XJ900s, nigga. I bet you probably could type in XJ900. I bet you,
You know
them
they
bitches come up.
trash when they knock off LA Giz.
They was like the nines, maybe. They had the basketball in the back or whatever they had. Them bitches was extra trash, fool. They were like some knockoff Jordans.
Look at
fool.
them hoes for $10.
My
Man, I don't know what they was, but we went to Payless and got XJ900s. I was so mad.
That don't look like them. They look too cool to
No,
be
them hoes look
XJ900.
live right there. That's the
Yeah, they-
2020. That's the 2020. Go to the 1993.
The retros.
Them retros XG900
Them hoes was
was
That look
wild.
about right. The bottom was no. You up there too high. But either way,
like
it
them
go.
Clay.
Yeah,
Clay Thomas.
I had a pair of them hoes.
My
Thank you,
God,
mama,
fool.
for never giving me XJ900.
Man, it was bad.
The worst I had was probably LA Giz, the one that light up, but it was cool.
You tripping. I was so live in kindergarten with my LA Gills that light up with the different laces.
Yeah, some XJ900.
No.
I'm saying, what
But
was the closest shoe you had to XJ900?
oh no. I ain't even gonna hold you up. My dad had bought me some Alabama Christmas tire shoes. one time.
Yeah, I remember you telling.
Oh my God. Pops was say that shit was deadly.
I had some shoes with a team on them whole, but they was Converse. You know what I'm saying? Big ass tongue on them bitches, but
Big tongues. Some fat tongues.
I never rocked Converses because once they got back where I walked like the older version.
Walk
But-
like cook, like the Chinese bowl.
Yeah, like a walk.
Gotcha.
Dummy.
my man be old ready. Goddamn.
Had to find something to talk about.
You can't fuck up a word, man.
But,
This nigga here.
but like the low cut and like the originals.
Mm.
Shit. I wear 13. I'm like a clown wearing them hoes.
Most definitely.
Shit, wasn't that
Definitely
cool.
keep out.
But damn, what I was going to say, we was talking about.
There y'all go.
We was talking about something with Future and his baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
But a girl had put on Facebook like, what's a good gift to give my man for Valentine's Day? And on there, I was like, peace.
Mm-hmm. you like that gift too much. That's your only
That nigga
gift.
love it.
That's the only gift that nigga asked for, goddamn.
And World War III or some shit.
You need a new gift idea, cuz.
Shit.
What else
that's
you
the
want?
best shit. That's all I want.
Okay, what's 2?
Silence.
Damn.
Dummy.
Oh, man. What's 4?
Let me think.
Quiet. 3. Quiet.
What do I want for a gift for Valentine's? I just want a good meal. Give me a good meal. I'm good.
I'm glad you went there, Hooter, because I got a question for you.
What's up?
If y'all out to eat, you and the girl, right? Do you hate the
What
fact
you was about to say?
Oh, my. Oh, my.
You and your bitch. What you about to say?
You was on the way.
Damn.
I wouldn't nowhere near that, Hooter.
I'm
Nowhere
cool,
near
I'm
that.
cool.
I wouldn't
What you got?
disrespect you like that, bro. But if you on the date with you and the girl, right? And you order your meal, she order hers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hate it when they reach over and ask to taste your shit?
I hate it, but I've known that it's gonna happen regardless. But yes, I still hate it. You heard. I told you what I was gonna order. We prepared to order. We can have the same thing, and she's still gonna grab my shit.
I don't hate that, and I'm cool with that because I'm probably gonna taste yours if it's something I would eat. But the only thing, like,
I'm selfish with my food.
don't ask me to order my food the way you like it.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. You gonna order
See,
your own.
my problem come in, I don't mind tasting each other's food,
Mm-hmm.
but just don't like, you want something? Nah, I'm good.
And
That's
then-
what I was about to say. I'm not hungry.
food.
Oh, let me taste that. Man, if you don't get your...
No.
Now you gotta add that
keep
in there.
not being hungry.
You gotta add that in there. No, I ask you if you want some fries. Now, when I get my fries, don't ask for my
There you
goddamn
go.
fries.
and then they be like, let me have a fry. You give
Nah.
them one, then they got an attitude. Like,
Yeah, see, now we can trade off.
Oh, don't give them none.
That's good.
Like, no. Lesson learned.
I be teaching that lesson too. I told you that if I get these fries and you want a fry, you wouldn't get none.
But you know what? I think that goes back to like that social media, the memes, and they see like, no, nigga, like, you can have your own order.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted that, just order the shit. Don't go crazy, but your girl knows not to do that.
But, man, I got a question.
Mhm.
What y'all think about the homeboy that, like, let's just be real. That you call and he kind of like want to have conversations with you in front of his girl. Now, you don't know that she there. He knows. But, like, he want to have real conversations. And they ain't really talking about no cheating shit, no sucker shit like that. I'm talking about, like, you call, want to talk, like, business or, like, man, damn, I fucked my account up, you know. And saying he like, yeah, for real. And then his girl, like, listening to everything that y'all talking about.
I ain't doing that.
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
not doing that.
And I don't want to be a part of that.
Hey, I want the girl right now in my food. I hate you, back. We'll talk about that later.
Like, it got to be a way to, like, say
It's
that.
like an unspoken rule. Like,
Yeah,
you know
like,
what
I'm not gonna
saying?
put your business. I don't
even play with it. I'm like, yeah, I'm in the car recording.
And most times, you know by the tone and when you answer the phone. Like, if I call you by yourself, you be like, fuck you on with me, bitch. I know you by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
But for us, that's not true.
And
Because
not all
I
the time,
answer the
'cause-
phone for you like that all the time.
on purpose. And then you'll be like, well, yeah, me and the girl, you gotta put
Yeah,
that
yeah,
together.
yeah.
Me and the girl ride to, you know.
Ain't nothing like when a nigga trying to check the temperature of your surroundings.
Me and the girl.
And it-
Who you with?
why they whisper though? They ain't telling you nothing. They just be like, hey, you by yourself? Yeah.
I got a homeboy that's his first question. You by yourself?
Damn, bro.
And honestly, it ain't the shit.
It ain't no shade.
crazy
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
It's
Like-
just simply like,
It's just you talk
yeah,
different.
man. Like
Right.
it's some stuff I want to talk to you about that I
I
don't
don't want your girl to know.
and
right
I
now.
don't want your I don't like it. If somebody call me like, man, hey, can I hold something?
Mhm.
Like, yeah, that's cool. I don't
I don't
need
want
my
her to know
girl to
that.
know
Right.
what I'm doing with my home. Like, to me, that's just a sacred thing. You know what I mean?
I'm not even. I mean, if I need that, I'm not even calling when she there. That ain't none of her business. I'm not doing that.
Well, it's not.
But I'm
you
saying,
calling.
what if you get
It's-
the call?
It's you calling me.
What if you with Courtney and I'm calling you, be like, hey, I need
Yeah,
this
that's
money.
what I'm saying.
I don't want to. I don't want her
That's
to
what
know
I'm
that
saying.
either.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
you're
it's like
right,
against the guy code.
Right.
Who didn't call me and the
Yeah.
girl sitting right there. I'm like, what up?
Damn, you need $100 again?
Because you know how girls get you. God, you know, but
What he mean again?
I mean, we just gave him money.
Right. First off, he was joking.
First of all,
I asked for $100. You said
First of
no.
all, if you knew what he just told me about you,
Dummy.
You better be quiet. We just gave him money.
I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. We don't talk about y'all. We don't.
Yeah.
When y'all there.
Y'all niggas, so I ain't fucking with y'all. The black news station trying to get it right again, man. Apparently they supposed to be launching Monday. What is it? The BNC?
Sound like a Democratic convention or something.
Yeah, BNC. The Black News Channel, they say that they're going to launch. It's supposed to be the first channel to target African-American audience. It's supposed to be almost like your CNN. It's a 24/7-hour news channel that got a cycle on it. That's basically supposed to launch Monday. That's basically catering themselves to basically say that you're not going to see the black community like you've ever seen it until you've seen this news channel. We've talked about this before. I think they've had a couple of issues with their launch date, but their president is basically saying this is real and it's happening.
Holla at us.
Big shouts out to them, man. Make sure that, if that happens, I do think that there's not a lot of places where blacks have their platform to be shown. And if they can pull that off and do it, more power to them, man. We definitely would love to see what they come up with.
That's pretty dope, man. I'm definitely going to check it out just to see, because we got to check the temperature, see what's going on, see what they talking about. See what kind of content they're putting out there. Because, of course, we want to know if it's good and if it's not. We always going to give our idea of how they can make it better.
Yeah,
and like Ty
absolutely.
said, holla at us. I'm
Holla
pretty
at
sure
us.
no matter what it is,
We ready.
we have an idea of what will make it better. Because we're up.
We
Yeah,
ready.
fuck it.
We'll tell you what'll make it better.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, I think it's something
Dummies
good, something needed. Because we need our point of view. Everybody has their point of view out there. Democratic, Republican, liberal, whoever. We need something out there for us and for our people.
Right.
Solo, dolo.
Yeah.
But don't let that be your sole. Because that's like any other thing. Don't let that be the sole place of where you get information from. Do your research.
Right.
It's nothing wrong with viewing every news channel. You can, because we're black, you can catch them. You can catch CNN, MSNBC, and even
And
Fox.
I think that's good. I think that's what people fuck up at. Like what you said. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think people fuck up with wanting to get their news from one person and one person only. I think it's just dope to be able to I listen to CNN, I watch MSNBC, but let me turn over to Fox and get their perspective. Because
See what they
sometimes I
saying.
found, although I may not agree with everything that's being said on any of these platforms,
Yeah.
I feel like if I listen to all three of them, I'm gonna be able to find where I fit in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of it. So
And I've noticed.
This is what this person's saying. This is what they're saying. And, local.
Mhm.
Hey,
And I've
catch
no-
some local shows.
I've noticed that about whatever product it is, the more places you look to get that same information, the better idea you have of that product. Meaning, if I want to do my research on Woodford, I go to Fox, I go to CSNBC, I go to ABC, I go to CBS, I go to wherever, and still, come up with your own idea.
What's that way you go to?
Hmm?
CSNBC?
Yes,
Dummy.
fuck, if that's one.
It might be. I don't know now.
I don't know.
It just sounded a little shaky.
It
but
might be
one.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I just
That nigga say,
But listening to all of those-
I don't know how much information.
Go to different
they
places.
give.
Is it a
Get
CSNBC?
information.
No, not CNBC. CSNBC, nigga.
But hey,
CSNBC.
Stock, I got
Yeah,
a question.
No,
yeah.
MSNBC, nigga.
No, CSNBC.
Google said no. Did
I
you mean to say?
Twitter is not.
Dummy.
CSNBC. Communications, SNBC. Communication Spanish.
I fuck with you, though. I got what you saying, though, my nigga.
Hey,
Straight
but I got a question to that point, Stock. With all of those outlets that you would, review or watch, does that kind of skew or view or kind of mess up your judgment as far as, what to believe?
No, that's why I said for me, and I feel like Huda just said it earlier. Like we was talking about something about rapping. Huda like, nigga, I don't listen to no rappers or whatever you said. You
Talking about
remember
the New Orleans
earlier?
thing.
No, you were just saying, nigga, rappers don't tell me what to do.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, just because you telling me something don't mean I don't give a fuck what they say.
Right.
I'm a skeptic. So even when I read something or I see something, I go find different places to try to find different information from it. And I'll look at 4 or 5, 6 different places now, and then I'll decide based upon what I'm reading what it is I feel like. Like, you can't just tell me anything.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't mind looking at the news, because just because you told me don't mean that it's law. I'm finna go look that shit up.
Like, for example, when people was posting that was Meg Thee Stallion toes, I didn't believe that. I went and looked.
Was it her toes?
Hey, she does a good job of hiding her toes.
So it was her toes.
Probably her toes.
Yeah.
I don't think they was those, but
It was those. But they was
it's
bad.
not easy to
But they was
find
bad.
a clear picture of her toes.
Mm.
And I'm not a toe guy because I don't like them regardless.
She tucked them hoes in.
But
Good.
You don't like
ooh,
toes at all?
mm-mm.
I'm not a tour.
I got a homeboy that's a toe. Like, if your toes fucked up, it's a good chance that y'all ain't gonna have a long-term relationship.
No.
Future is non-existent.
With that nigga there,
Hell no.
that nigga said, like, you know how, like, man, you ever had like, when you crush something new, goddamn, the first nigga thing a nigga asks you, man, what that audio like? You know what I'm saying? You go to the checklist and
He asked you what her feet look like?
what them toes look like.
Get out of here, Jack. I have no clue.
Everything
I have
on
no
the box
clue. I'm
crossed
not
out.
looking at that.
Them hoes
But her
look like,
feet was fucked
hey,
up.
for me, the most
Damn,
time,
bro.
them hoes look like socks.
Right.
Her feet look like socks. Shit,
I'm with y'all, don't really like feet, but I notice pretty feet.
I went through a phase that
I don't know.
I made you, hey, you had to put socks on in the bed. You couldn't get in my bed without socks on.
If you're beautiful from the ankle up, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Because I ain't doing shit to your toes anyway.
Who to say you can have 22 toes on one
I
foot?
probably won't know as long as them hoes don't touch me.
Yeah. Don't put your feet on me.
That nigga said no boomerang. You don't fuck her feet, man.
Yeah, right. Goddamn.
That who the-
Yeah, he caressing them hoes all softly, but listening to them hoes, what they sound like. Any cracks in the feet? Get out of here, Jack.
Why do you care?
Y'all getting
That's her feet.
That's not her feet. That's the picture I'm talking about, but that's not her
That's
feet.
her feet, fool.
No, man. They added that. They added a little
I
extra
mean,
to that
honestly,
toe.
them ain't bad feet. They just feet. They fucked up.
Well, that right.
That's bad feet, my G.
You said you don't look at feet. Them ain't really bad feet.
What's them boots Jodeci used to wear? They was real popular. Them
High
look-
tech.
Yeah, it looked like she be wearing high-tech boots with no socks on.
Or cleats, goddamn. Cleats to
niggas
fuck
are
your
crazy.
toes up. She been wearing cleats on her.
Y'all buying the Erykah Badu scent sticks?
Two of them.
Dummy.
living room smelling like
I don't know how
ass.
true it is, but rumor has it that Erykah Badu is supposed to be selling scented what do you call them?
Incense.
That
Vagina.
smell like her vaginal area.
So can you get mad if somebody walk in your house and say it smell like ass in here?
No, fool, I thought she got a difference.
It's been rumored that some shit is euphoric going on around that box.
That's why she turned them niggas crazy.
Y'all believe that shit though?
No,
I don't know.
I haven't.
Well,
I haven't.
Nigga been alive for a
me
long
be quiet.
time.
Yeah, my wife's.
It's only about
Dummy.
Hey, you.
He got that fella. He had been fucking up with the. Let me reel this shit back in.
Let me fix this shit. My wife's. Yes.
Way to clean it up, Hooter. Clean up on aisle 4.
Yeah, goddamn.
Hey man, question. How many times will you go back to bad box before you give up on it?
3 strikes and you out.
3?
Baseball rule.
Shit.
And 2 is pushing.
I'm gonna blame the first one on myself. The second one, that was your fault.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
It depends on what happened that second time.
hey, let's just keep it real. Niggas trash. Niggas will go back to bad box as long as it's convenient.
And as long as they bored. Right.
Yeah.
As long as I'm bored.
Damn, I don't really want to make this call, but everybody else ain't picking up.
It's 3 in the morning.
What you doing?
Bad box better than no box.
Dummy.
Ain't nothing like that bad weekend. Y'all ever had that bad weekend?
Bad box is greater than no box. Yeah.
Man, y'all ever had a bad weekend?
But like nothing fell through for you.
No,
like,
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the bad weekend. Like, you tell them, like, they come on a Friday and they not leaving till Sunday. And you do what you supposed to do in them first few minutes. And then you be like, God damn it, I'm stuck.
I got 2
till
more
Sunday.
days.
48 hours.
Yeah, 47 and a half
They
more hours
get,
to go.
they get in your nerve. They get on your nerves in the first 72 minutes.
Damn, she
Yeah,
want
don't you want to go to the mall or something?
fuck you on food for?
Dummy.
I ain't playing for
God
you,
damn, you want to eat again?
Why it's so cold in here? God damn it, man.
You won't come.
But-
You got to sleep in my bed.
Hey, those days let you know you weren't ready to be married, guys.
Oh, hell no.
I was against marriage for a long ass time, but I was
But
like,
them
I'm
shits
never
was
getting
early
married,
in the
boy.
fucked up
That
stage.
nigga said
But
after the
that's
first.
why, like, you had to already had it liked her. It can't be like, I don't know if I'm a beat yet, and she's staying for the whole weekend.
Which
Then you just fucked up.
Man, that
You
shit
never know. You
bad.
never had nothing come from out of town.
Yeah, but they had other plans.
Oh, God.
So it wasn't just,
So it wasn't just all on
you depended on me.
Oh, no. I definitely fucked up. And I was the plan. Yeah, the whole plan and the only plan.
She don't know nobody here.
Come in here for me. She know me. Goddamn.
So what we about to do? Shit, I did what I wanted to do.
I needed a plan.
I ain't figured this shit was going to happen till tomorrow.
No, we just gonna chill out, watch Tip TV today.
You gonna buy time on that Friday you get here. But then
Y'all nigga so trash, man.
They had to come over with some shit on the go.
that nigga say you got a whole other 47 and a half hours.
Oh,
with that.
47 and a
Man,
half.
boy,
Now,
you
what
be
gonna do?
fucked up.
Then you start giving hints. Oh, you don't want to make it to church Sunday?
Hey,
Damn, I forgot.
Why don't you
I
go
had
to the mall or
goddamn go to
something?
work real quick.
Your mama alright?
I'll be back.
Nigga blame it on her mama. Your mama alright?
You know, traffic going to be bad.
Dummy.
Normally
What you
Sunday,
finna do,
Sunday
though?
the interstate closed here. You might want to leave Saturday.
Saturday evening.
Um,
damn, I just got called in to work, man. You finna drive 3
I'm
hours.
gonna stop letting y'all talk about women, man. Let's talk about some good shit about women. The Super Bowl, man. Super Bowl. The opening acts, Demi Lovato and Yolanda Adams. What y'all thought about those?
Bruh, I hope I don't go to hell for this. But
You probably
I
will
would
since you
give
said that.
Yolanda Adams the business.
Why would you go to hell for that?
Cause she's so gossipy.
Lusting, I guess.
The Lord know your heart.
Yeah. I want her to know some other parts.
Yolanda Adams dope, man.
Yeah,
she's just a
super
dope
dope, man.
artist.
It was a strong
No
ass
matter
voice.
how you slice it. She got a powerful ass voice, man. She showed that.
Oh, and Mary. One of them, though.
Mary.
Just Mary. Not the
Oh,
other.
just not the other Mary.
Yeah, just Mary.
Older Mary, younger Mary.
I thought one of their name was Erica or some shit.
I don't know neither one of them.
I don't know, but one of them fine, one of them not.
You going to hell, son. Yeah. You just talking bad about the church ladies.
I say you not fine.
Yeah, you should have
So
left it with
You're a great artist. You just that one.
That one.
And when you look at that little picture right there, you know exactly which one I'm talking
I
about.
can
That
tell.
one.
I can see the differences. I see the
Yeah,
differences.
it's a big
I'm pretty
also-
sure everybody else knows who you're talking about too, because you have this thing against
Man, both
obese
of them
people.
look good.
Right.
But
Like
they know who he is, and they
I
gonna
know.
say,
Yeah. He likes the
she's
one on the right.
on the plus side,
And-
so he gonna.
Man,
say
both
that.
of them
she
look
not.
No,
good.
actually,
You
I'm talking about the
tripping.
one on the left.
Oh, then what the fuck?
She look way better to me.
Man, come on.
All right, now you confusing me, son. I'm confused about
Hang
you
on,
and your
give me
life
that.
decision. You need another picture. And
Right now,
bill.
you want to try to change his point.
You know which one he.
Just say they look
of them,
good.
Both of them are beautiful, man.
Now, but either way, man, it was a dope opening show, man. Shouts out to them, man, for putting
Mhm.
Yolanda Adams on that thing, man. She
At any-
Well deserved.
At any point in time, did y'all hope it was a reverse?
what you mean?
Her singing the national anthem, Yolanda Adams.
I
Demi
actually,
Lovato was dope though. She was dope as well.
yeah.
But I think that
I mean, I
Yolanda
just
Adams
took
could
it
have
for
been
what
dope.
it was. Did y'all have a problem with the halftime show?
I didn't, but I
personally
didn't
did.
super. I didn't.
I thought
I don't
it was
think-
dope.
I
Yeah,
thought
I
it was
did
dope,
too.
but I didn't.
Considering
fully,
she 50, I don't know many
just
50
watching, I
y'all
just
doing
thought
that.
it was a good show. I thought it was
Jennifer
Oh,
Lopez.
J-Lo. Yeah.
I know a lot of people killed it, and that's their right to kill it. But I just thought it was like the choreographing,
Right.
like it was a good show.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The ambiance, it was just a great show to me.
It was cool to me. I ain't fully pay attention. To it.
Yeah,
How
I
old is
did.
the other lady, other than J Lo? Because I heard she was kind of
Shakira.
older too, but she about
Shakira's
25.
a little older.
She
They look good,
29,
man, for their
but
age.
yeah.
They
I
got
don't know
some
how
good-ass
old
genes.
Shakira is, but they look real good.
Let us know how old Shakira is, cuz
Yeah.
1977. Sheesh,
43. Yeah, she look good.
look amazing to be born in
Yeah,
1977.
and I bet they make good tacos.
Yeah, you going to hell. Going to hell gonna be the title of this.
Dummy.
50.
Yeah, 50
Did y'all see?
She been making tacos for 45 years.
I hope they get your ass. Get him. Attack his ass.
he likes that position.
Pain free. Pain
Attack
free.
his ass.
Did y'all see
yo.
the documentary, man? We've been talking about it a lot. You know what I'm saying? The evolution of hip hop. It's 4-part series. I think it's 4 seasons. It's 4 episodes per season. It basically starts with where hip hop started, brings you all the way to how we get to today's times and mixtapes, all that. It go through the whole thing. Did y'all see that? And so
Yeah.
what was y'all thoughts about it, and what was y'all takeaways from it?
I'm in the middle of it. I haven't watched the new season yet, but I've watched all the other ones.
Where did you start?
season. Well, the older ones I had skipped around.
Mhm.
So I went back and consciously said, hey, I'm going to watch from start to finish.
Mhm.
And I enjoyed it. I pretty much enjoyed it. I got something out of every episode.
How far are you in now?
I'm probably at the end of season 3. So I get to the shit y'all been talking about with Cash Money and them next in
Yeah,
an episode or 2.
And that's gonna bring out your Southern bias when you see all of that stuff along with the Texas one that comes on now.
Mm-hmm.
You really it's gonna really show your bias in hip hop. Like I know you like Jay-Z and that
Jay-Z
whole
is my favorite rapper.
right, but when you see it,
The rest of
I
that
guess it's just gonna bring back a whole. It's gonna be nostalgic for you. You're gonna be like, damn,
I can't wait.
that shit was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this shit. I remember exactly what I was doing when this shit came out.
I don't know why. I know you said that, but I just feel like Andre 3000 or felt like Andre 3000 was your favorite.
Outkast is number 2.
You really gonna like
and
that
I don't
part.
I don't like to separate them. It's just Outkast.
You really gonna like that ATL.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I've seen that one. That was amazing.
Yeah, I think it was dope.
You started from the beginning?
I started from the top.
Yeah.
Only because the way my mind worked, like I wanted to, like I feel like to me, after and especially after watching it being on 4, I feel like you ain't really understanding everything that they talking about in 3. Or like if you hear Manny Fresh talking about XYZ, you miss where he got it from because you started right there.
Right.
Or you miss how the evolution of bounce music came from here in 1.
So,
And
hey, question.
I went from the top.
So I started from the New Orleans one, and with Manny Fresh talking about that. So was Trigger Man in a previous episode?
With the
Trigger Man is when they first stole that original bounce beat from, allegedly.
Oh, yeah, I seen
not
that.
allegedly, but
Yeah, like you're gonna see not necessarily them, but that sound.
that way.
And you're gonna understand where that sound came from. And I'm glad that you said that because they was talking about like DJ Herc, African Bombada, and Grandmaster Flash. Man, Grandmaster Flash, like that whole scratching and shit, and how he was moving the key. That nigga, man, it's amazing how smart and innovative we are as black people. That didn't exist.
Right.
That wasn't like we get to use tools right now to podcast that
It's been there.
that's there.
Mhm.
No, this
He
man
created
made this shit out of thin air.
That
He was
nigga
going
was-
around to the scrap yard, picking up different parts. His speakers came out of old abandoned cars. Like, you see what I'm saying? You seeing the innovation of this don't exist, but we want it to exist, and our mind says that this need to exist, so I'm finna create it. He said, like, when he was little, he used to have a fascination with things that plug in.
Plug in.
Anything that plug in, he would take it apart and figure
Sound
out
like
how it
Cuz,
worked.
goddamn.
Right. That's exactly how Cuz got started with that. So that's how he led to creating a turntable. He was like, and you keep seeing all these niggas figuring out different parts to get all the way to today's time when you see these trap artists come up with this stuff. It's not necessarily that it's new, it's a version of something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And-
Because at first it was like all samples. And then like he figured out how, the break. And he had to put a crayon
Crayon.
on the
Mark
the
it
record
on
because
the
you weren't supposed to
record.
touch the record.
You weren't
So
supposed to.
he did that, and then I forgot the guy's name, but
I'ma
he
watch it.
started
I
to
definitely
like
gotta watch.
how he could change the beat. So that started like a beat machine
Mhm.
where he can make his own version.
And I
most
know
definitely gotta watch
we
that
not
shit.
all there, but I do have a question. DJ Paul said he felt like 3-6 was the best group of all time.
DJ
I heard
Paul
that,
is
and I
incorrect.
disagreed.
I did too.
He's been sipping on too much scissor.
But they were dope as fuck.
Sprinkled with crack.
Because I felt
But
like at
when
the
he was
same
talk-
time that group was going up with Hot
So,
Boys.
Not
and Cash Money.
of all time.
and that's
You
why I
cannot
say
do that.
that's why I say
For me, it's Hot Boys. That's just me.
my
I can't
lot of
argue
people
against that.
mine is Hot Boys, but I could also
Mine
see,
would be Outkast.
I
but wouldn't
can
argue
also
against
see how Outkast or Wu-Tang could get
You feel that same way.
Right.
conversation for. You know what I mean?
it.
but-
and
I
somebody-
would put 3-6 over UGK for me. I understand in the totality
You
of
put
it.
3-6 over UGK?
And
As
for
far
me,
as far as
Wow.
how big they are, but as far as what they mean to the culture, and I'm not the hugest UGK fan, but I feel like UGK is huger to the culture. But as far as more worldwide, more money made,
Oh, of
more
course.
things like that, yeah,
Well,
3-6.
well,
you can't
I don't-
necessarily say because again, if you go, that's why I like watching it in the beginning. 3-6 spun out Lil Jon.
Mhm.
3-6 spun out. Basically, they kind of essentially show how they were the originators of up tempo crunk. Like, and that if you look at Southern music, how it is today, it's more up tempo. It's club music.
Mhm.
It's music that when you listen to it, it's a vibe. They show how all of that is created
Mhm.
and how you get to today's time. Niggas who making that sound, how it's a vibe to it. They show how you get to it.
I get it, but then I also feel like all of them admire UGK. So that's why I feel like
But that's why, again,
Man,
going back.
man, you guys talk about Outkast, Hot Boys, 8-Ball, MJG.
all of them admire
UGK.
UGK.
And that was one thing
Right.
that I didn't like about it. I know you haven't got that far, but I didn't like that
They didn't include them.
They didn't include 8-Ball MJG the way that I feel like
They
they
have
should
to.
have been.
They get forgotten a lot.
Question.
And I don't like
You
it.
watched the whole thing?
I'm on 4 now, and I
So-
got like 2 more episodes.
So where are they now at this point? As far as timeline wise.
shit, I forgot where I left off at. We at modern times when Dilla and
So they probably
no,
won't,
they're at Kanye. Well, Kanye
so they probably
produced-
won't go back.
they ain't
to
gonna go
UGK.
back.
They're not. They've
They're not.
passed them already.
Already been
Like
south.
to me,
And
if
it's all in
I'm
the
putting it
timeline.
together,
No. 8-Ball. They talked about UGK in season 1
Mhm.
when they talked
They
about
did.
Texas. Yeah.
they did, and then they re-brought them back. They're gonna bring them back.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
but-
haven't seen that.
But I just feel like the time and window for Southern rap, they missed that window where they were supposed to include 8-Ball MJG. That's just my personal.
Like a detailed story about it.
Just, even if they don't go detail, they should have said like,
Because
this
I know
is
they,
where you insert them. Because
so I know
very
they,
big
I know
in
they
Southern
in there and
hip-hop.
they're talking, but they don't have no stories about them per se.
Not a one.
Shit.
I
think it's
That
like
should be
commercial. It's more commercial. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like
Still,
commercial
I
success.
don't know about
that.
even-
I don't
I'm talking
know
about
about
the documentary. I mean, like
I don't know about that.
That's not
Oh.
true because we just saw the dude who Dad said he could freestyle better than. We've never heard of him. It was
Yeah,
Uh,
but that's New York based. Buddy
Again-
from Canada.
but
like-
that's what I'm saying. All I'm
It's not all
I'm
commercial.
saying is from a Southern person talking to whoever created this. If you're gonna capture Southern hip hop, you gotta have 8-Ball MJG.
I agree. Totally.
Especially if you
I
have,
agree.
especially if you have them on there talking about music.
But see, that's the
They had them on there. They had them on there talking about 3-6. Like you kind of. I ain't
That's
gonna say
kinda-
you
that's-
played them. I don't want to
that's
say
played.
that.
I think
but
that's
you
played.
played them.
That's playing.
Yeah.
So question, like if y'all saw the Tupac one or the double coast, each coast to coast. Do you understand how if I come in your city and you the man and I get robbed, you should be able to find out who robbed me? And Pop felt like y'all should have been able to do something if this y'all city I'm in.
But do you think that's true always? Because I think it's hard.
crazy
Like
that you-
if I wanted to rob, like if Lil Wayne came into the
Get that
city, and me
backstory.
personally, I wanted to rob him. I think it's hard for the man of the city to know it was me.
Get that backstory.
So Pac was in New York. Lil C's or somebody saw him walking down the street, was finna come get him because they was cool. They was Ace Boom Coon. But in the lobby, niggas say, hey, lay it down. Told Lil C's and them to go back upstairs.
Yeah. And it's been long rumored that one of Pac's beef was that he felt like Big
They
set
set
him
him
up to get robbed and get shot before the time he got shot 5 times before the one that happened.
New
In
York,
Vegas. Right.
But to your question, what I'm if we don't know anything about what we're learning about New York, them niggas is stick up people.
Yeah. stick
Like
up.
the nigga said they was on a dance floor in the middle of a club, and the nigga said, "Who all with you? All right, you got 10 minutes. We finna rob the whole floor." And they robbing people in the middle of the club.
Yep.
And if you listen to other platforms, we hear them niggas say, "Shit, if you from New York and you ain't been robbed before," like I know people who've been robbed, but it wasn't that big of a thing
Yeah.
where we come. Like, nah, don't get me wrong,
It
you'll get
happens.
robbed, but they robbing dope bars. And
Right.
It seemed like them niggas just rob whoever.
Yeah.
So I could possibly see how them niggas don't know who robbed them.
And they
It
ain't no
seemed like you
Tupac was
I
Tupac.
mean, with the
They just know it's a popping building.
with the
and-
jury and stuff he had, the notoriety
and-
he had, you should have been able
And
to
you
find
remember
out.
one of the producers said his homeboy, who is from New York, who is authentically New York, got robbed with Pop and shot.
Yeah,
So-
and shot.
Right. So y'all saying we set y'all up. Why would I set you up and my
And I get
homeboy with
shot.
you?
All right.
You make sure he ain't died. They'll come over.
I'm saying I
Come on,
understand Pac's way of thinking.
Yeah, definitely. Because you know
At that
how
point,
it
you
is.
think everybody a suspect.
we already don't communicate very well. We already don't. Once we hear a story, we take it and run with it. So I could
But
understand that.
but also the doc said that, and then I didn't see this because he was dealing with that rape case, and he went to jail soon after that. So Biggie never really had a chance to talk to him, and it's all about talking.
And this transition us to that next step. They gave 50 Cent a lot of credit for starting the mixtape game.
No.
I was a little shaky on that because
I heard mixtapes before I knew who 50 Cent was.
Right.
And
And
the
there was-
first, I never heard a 50 mixtape before I heard, what's his first?
Mixtape Wayne. Fuck all that.
mixtape Wayne.
Fuck
But
all
I will take that. Okay.
No,
How to
nigga.
Rob was on the mixtape.
Yeah, but it was
But-
not
but
before
it wa-
Squads.
That's what I was just about to say. It wasn't before Lil Wayne and the Squads.
But
and all that
also,
shit.
Clue and them was doing mixtapes before
Who?
Squad.
Cool.
DJ Clue.
I said cool.
Well,
said
no.
cool.
Take if you want to be that technical, DJs have been doing mixtapes.
Yeah,
You
this
remember
is
them bass?
DJs are
Right.
mixtapes.
Boom.
Yeah.
That just was bass.
It was
Those
just
was mixtapes.
beats. Yeah.
If you think about it. But I'm talking about like rapping on other
On
people's
rap,
shit
right.
and stuff like that. You gotta get
That's
at,
Wayne.
yeah, you gotta get at the Wayne. That's just my personal opinion. We Southern niggas, maybe we have a difference of opinion than they do. But Wayne was.
But I knew Wayne
doing that
before I
shit
knew
before
50 Cent. So that's why I say you can't say 50 Cent started that shit. And
Well,
Wayne-
I mean, that mean we'll have to look and
we in
find
the
out.
South, so we'll know that before. Like them niggas in New York may say,
and
Even
I
before
I
that,
heard
though,
How to Rob
Screw,
shit like in like 2000,
Lil Flip.
2001.
It was after I heard a Wayne mixtape.
But it was after I heard a Wayne.
'Cause when I
mixtape.
came-
it was shit.
that was in
be
college.
honest, it was after I heard a Jeezy mixtape.
That was in college.
I'll be honest
And we
with
had
you.
heard Wayne mixtapes in high school. At the end of high school.
That's why I can't say he
Squad's freshman
changed
year.
the mixtape
You know?
game. He was around, and that's how he got on
He
by
definitely ain't changed.
going at artists, and that How to Rob song really put him on. I get it.
and
But,
DJ Screw
no.
too. He was making mixtapes,
He was
but,
making mixtapes.
but it wasn't like
Like that.
Wayne pioneered the mixtape.
Yeah, he taking everybody's songs, rapping on them hoes, putting them out for the
Yeah,
masses.
Yeah,
50 Cent way far down that line. Drama was making
So-
mixtapes before him. Nah, y'all wrong about
Speaking of Wayne, man, did y'all have a chance to go back and listen to the funeral? And if so, what y'all think? What's y'all thoughts on it?
Wayne's amazing.
I didn't go back and listen to it. I can't lie to you.
It's all I've been.
I listened to it before, but I didn't go back. So
It's all I listen to for the simple fact that he sounds clear, he sounds sober, he sounds like he's Wayne again. And it sounds like he's the old Wayne, but the new fresh Wayne off of all of the bullshit. Meaning he's been going through nothing but bullshit. So everything he's been putting out has been bullshit.
Right.
bullshit.
He's free right now. He's free right now. He's more clear-headed, more clear-minded. He knows where things are going. And so he's rejuvenated Wayne to me at this point, which means he's still not at his best because it's the first project off of being rejuvenated. I think it takes some time. It's like being injured. Like when you come back off an injury, you're not going to play your best game.
Yeah.
Or have your best year. But then that next year, you're going to be a dog. So I love this last project, but I'm willing to see what the next one's going to be.
I'm not.
I know you're
It's
not.
not.
Stop hating on
Man, Wayne, I mean, shit, nigga. Wayne is Jordan with the Wizards. Not mean you not the greatest player of all time or one of them or the greatest rappers of all time. He passed his prime. And one reason he's past his prime, because he refuses to evolve. He refuses to listen to other people's music. So it's always going to be Dave. It's always going to be, okay, I've heard that from you, Wayne.
I know he says that, but I don't think he doesn't listen to other
The
people's
music kind of tells you that he does.
I think after
I
listening
think
to
he lying.
Drink Champs, I think that's 100% confirmed that he don't really listen to other people's stuff.
What does he get it from then to get that other music?
What you mean?
Like he steals beats and songs and sounds from other
No,
people.
he doesn't anymore.
He does on his last mixtape. The last mixtape, Wayne stole beats. And he sounded exactly like that rapper.
Well, he said
who
he
that
said,
song was from.
He said
How
in
you
that-
know the producer can't just, hey, you want to rap on this beat? And he doesn't know who the original artist
anybody who doesn't know who TDE and QC is not listening to a whole lot of other people's music.
That means you don't pay attention to those things. That doesn't mean because he knows who Kendrick Lamar is. He knows who Lil Baby is.
Right.
He knows who Gunna is.
But he told
he
you
knows that.
he told you in that
He doesn't know
interview how he
affiliations.
knows it. He only knows it because of if he's in the club or if he turns on the radio.
I get it.
And then he'll ask like, "Oh damn, what is that?
Mhm.
Or who is that?" But that don't mean like, you know what I mean? Nigga thought 21 Savage was a group, man.
I get that. I mean,
No, man.
and I get that.
I really
but-
And that's all our, like, we grew up with
and
Wayne.
Wayne-
I'm not taking away
And
from
honestly, Wayne is very authentic in his music or in his interviews. If he said that he ain't listening to it, why wouldn't we believe him?
because
Why we got to make a new narrative? Why we can't go off what he said?
because I don't think he just fully not listens at all. I do think
I
that he
believe
doesn't
so.
know their backstory and their affiliations, but he knows Kendrick Lamar. He knows Kendrick
I
Lamar.
mean, he does know them.
He knows Lil Baby. He knows Lil Baby songs.
I don't think
No.
he knows all their music.
No,
man.
I would
Now, I'm not
love.
saying all of their music.
I would love for
He knows
Wayne
some of
to have a Lil Baby cadence. or the baby cadence.
It's
He
coming.
would kill that shit.
I think it would. I think
How
it's
if he
coming.
never listens to it?
Well, again, I
Coming.
have a my opinion is a little bit different than yours. I don't think that it is that he doesn't listen. I don't think he goes out his way and just listens to different music.
I agree.
But like,
I agree.
if I'm listening to everything he said in Drink Champs, if I get in the car and it come on, I'll listen to it. And if I'm in the club and it come on, I have to hear. I'm in a club.
Right.
But as far as
I
just
agree.
sitting in my car going through CDs and albums, I don't think he does. But I do think that, to your point, he should. I think it's time.
Right. I agree, and I agree more so with your side. Like, I don't think he goes looking for it, but I do think he hears it wherever he is. He
Right.
somehow.
But when
hears
you
it.
say he hears it, I think he only hears
and I think
Lil
Wayne,
Baby top songs. The only
Right.
what's ever playing in the club.
Agreed.
He's not listening to a whole mix.
and that's the song he's gonna steal and make his own beat.
There you go.
And sound like.
I agree with that. Speaking of Wayne, Wayne gonna be dropping. We saw that he gonna be dropping another Dedications 7. I think it's gonna be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go Wayne.
Oh,
Anything
yeah.
we know about Wayne mixtapes, man, them dedications go hard. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna be excited to look for it.
So with that, I hope he listen to everybody's music, steal their shit, and kill him on it.
Don't worry about it. He gonna kill him on it, but he not gonna listen to that shit.
At least once. Give him one listen and kill his shit.
I know who's not excited about it.
The only person who
Man.
hasn't said anything.
On dedications, he almost got LeBron numbers. He about 4.
Triple doubles?
4 for. He might be 4 for 7.
On dedications
Yeah.
Why that's a LeBron number though?
in the finals.
Oh, the
rings.
finals. Got you. Which is still a good record.
I guess it's not 6-0, but staying on music. Elder statesman,
Mm.
Snoop Dogg.
Call that nigga old.
That ain't old.
That's
He's
stupid
an elder
old.
statesman in
Yeah.
rap.
He is.
You got grades.
Just like I wasn't. Well,
Nigga was
nobody.
jamming in 93, goddamn. Yeah, he's an elder statesman.
But how did y'all feel about his reaction to what Gayle King said? Or do we want to start with Gayle King?
I'll get mine out the way fast. I don't look at disrespect on purpose. So I didn't really look at it. You'll see it. I saw y'all post it, but I ain't read it because I knew it was some disrespectful shit. I ain't
What you mean?
Like, if I know a nigga is being disrespectful or saying some disrespectful shit on purpose, I don't look at it or read it.
Okay.
Well, I can't take the high road on this one.
And that's cool too, though.
Snoop, he was close to Kobe. Somewhat, I would assume. I mean, he was LA guy. Kobe, Mr. Lakers. What he said, I didn't have.
You fully agree with? Or you disagree?
I laughed at it. I put it that way. I didn't find anything wrong with what he said,
Mm-hmm.
but could he have had a little bit, more coof about it?
Cool.
But he did ask for permission.
Man, was he
before
right or
said it.
wrong?
I'm on the
Stop
fence
standing
with
in
it.
that middle of the road. Was he right or wrong?
I'm
Pick
on
a
the
side,
fence with it.
Todd.
I don't care either way, but no, I don't think he was wrong.
And that's cool.
I
And that's
don't-
cool.
And just a
I
little
don't-
backstory,
Right.
if people have been under the rock or you haven't seen it, Gayle King did an interview this week, or I don't know when it was actually, but she did an interview with Lisa Leslie where she asked her about incidents that happened to Kobe Bryant
Into that.
years ago. And she brought it up, basically asking Lisa Leslie side of it. And Lisa Leslie handled herself well.
Mhm.
She answered well.
Superb.
Called her as the media.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just basically, saying if you haven't seen it, go look it up, go Google it and see what we're talking about. But a lot of rappers and entertainers had responses to it. They was highly upset with the way Gayle King asked her line of questioning. Just felt like it was ill-timed, which I agree. I think that it was ill-timed.
Very.
I think that it wasn't the right time to do it. As far as what Snoop said and other entertainers that had something to say, I'll put it like this. I'm from the South. And in the South, an older woman, we show more
We don't
respect
do
to.
that.
Just yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
No matter how
things
wrong
like
they
that.
are.
But I will say this. I don't know Snoop and Kobe's relationship. And I also know that when people are grieving, they grieve in different ways. We've
Right.
had conversations endless on this platform about grieving. How I grieve may not be how you grieve.
Mhm.
And if you say something that touched a nerve of somebody, I don't know how they're going to respond emotionally. Nor should I feel like people should go on a rampage telling somebody how to respond to somebody they grieving about. I wouldn't respond this way. I wouldn't have said some of those things. But I'm not also going to say that Snoop's right or wrong. That's just my personal opinion. And I feel like people who are going out there saying who's right or wrong, I don't know. I don't know people's personal relationship. Again, I wouldn't have done it. That's not the way that I would have responded. But you can't tell somebody how to respond when they're grieving. We also know that, the things that were said, I think was dumb. Why would you even put yourself in a position to say that? And then you came with a response saying that the network aired it out a different kind of way. I'm with you. The network may have been wrong for putting it like that. But that shouldn't even been a question. If you don't put that out there like that, if you don't say those things or ask those questions, nobody's talking about this. So that's just the way I look at it.
So can't get right. Was Snoop right or wrong?
So, first
Was
of
he
all,
right or wrong? Like,
yeah.
Was he right or wrong?
I'm definitely gonna get to that, but I just want to see.
Why
I
my
just want
man couldn't
everybody
get
to
to
know
it?
because he was just fiddling around. Like, what the fuck is she doing?
Like what you
Like
doing
what you
right
doing?
No, because like Simon said, I want to give backstory. So I think what Gayle did was wrong, but I could see what she was trying to do. She might have been trying to put an end to the speculation or whatever, or just saying, hey, we need to just stop talking about this as a whole. This is not part of her story.
Did she had some time to clear it up? Did she say that? I don't know.
She said, and I'm waiting to see the whole interview to see how the rest of it flowed, how it went.
But what was her response to the backlash until?
She was saying, yes, if you only see this part, I would be upset too.
So I'm not going to take her side on that because she didn't clarify it like you're doing for her.
Well, no, she clarified it the next day.
Like that though? Like I'm saying,
Yeah.
like you're saying like she should have
She
done.
said, hey, I understand the backlash. If you only saw this clip that the network put out, I would feel the same way that y'all are feeling.
So once again, I'm not taking her side because she didn't clarify like you did. You said she was trying to maybe get rid of this stuff off Kobe, get it off of his back. She never said any of that.
I would like to see how Lisa Leslie react after that question is.
I think you saw how Lisa Leslie reacted within the question on that interview. She basically put her in a place like the media needs to stop doing this and that. Basically calling Gayle King the media, saying, you need to not do that.
Well, but also Lisa Leslie is the media. But hang on. But with all that being said, you have your opinion. I think Gayle King was wrong for that. But no, Snoop, you was wrong for that. You don't do that to a black woman.
I don't care black, white, green, blue. I'm not doing no woman that. That's just me. And out there in the
in
public,
general.
like in our group message, you gonna get that B word. You gonna get this and that. But out there in the public, I'm not doing that to no woman.
I'm not doing that to any woman in public. But hey, man, we got to stop speaking on this pro-black and not being pro-black. You're mad at her about being quote unquote not pro-black, but you not pro-black. You should never call a black woman that.
And I'm not saying that Snoop should have, but I've seen that narrative where they say, like you're not being pro-black by saying that. But are they reacting to exactly what they're saying? They're reacting to something. It's not like they just woke up one morning and said, let's just disrespect this black woman.
Yes, but just because somebody else is wrong doesn't give you an excuse to be wrong.
But that's why I go back to the grieving part. Can we tell someone how to respond in a sense of grieving?
You can't.
But tell them when they're right or wrong.
In that situation, I wouldn't have.
Offensive or not offensive.
I wouldn't have did that post.
We all addressed that and said that we wouldn't do that. But I'm just saying, how can we go on a limb? Like, let's just take it personal. If I'm sitting here and I see you personally talking about somebody that's in my family, or I see you talking about a friend that's a friend of mine, don't tell me how the fuck to respond. If I'm talking about my friend that I know that we're texting and I'm conversating, and I see you talking about a friend that's a friend of mine, I hope that if somebody talking crazy about me online, I hope y'all respond right. I hope y'all wouldn't say, we can't say that to her because We have to be respectful. And they're talking about somebody that you personally have a relationship
You just said
with.
something. You said you hope that we respond right.
Right.
So what's right?
I can respond without, but say something happens to somebody that's a close friend of mine. Snoop had enough, he got enough celebrity then he could have got her on the phone.
I agree.
That would have been a better response.
But what he's saying is, man,
somebody
you
saying
can't,
something crazy about you, I'm gonna do everything I can to talk to that person.
but
I
you,
don't-
but in that moment, it was a moment. It was a reaction.
You don't do that when you're that emotional.
You can't. You
I
cannot.
don't think you can say that.
You
but
can't
I
because
get
it's
it.
not. It didn't happen to you.
No, it's
see what
happened
I'm
to me
saying?
before. Like my best friend. That's somebody I just knew.
Right, but-
and when my best friend died, I did not get on social media.
Of course,
I
you
understand.
didn't. You didn't, Jonathan. Snoop did.
And you shouldn't have.
Right, but nobody.
We can't tell him that he can't. Is what he's saying.
In my opinion, you shouldn't have.
I'm gonna be real with y'all.
And some people would tell you should have got on the internet and say that.
I'm gonna be real with y'all.
Should have said something.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm not jumping on the internet. If something happened to y'all and I see somebody talking crazy about y'all a week after something happened to y'all, I'm jumping on the internet with it. I'm going all the way crazy with it. I don't give a fuck who said it. That's just me. But I'm not saying that that's right, and I'm not saying that what Snoop did was right. But I'm just telling you, like I'm gonna be in an emotional state if I see somebody talking crazy about one of y'all and something just happened to y'all and your family member. At the same time, I'm sorry, nigga. Don't tell me how to respond. I don't give a fuck who got a problem.
I want to tell that nigga directly.
And that's
my direct way.
I'm glad both of y'all said that because I was saying that it's neither way to say what's right. You're right. You're right.
And that's
you're
my
wrong.
whole
You're wrong.
point.
I'm gonna be
That's
so.
what I've been saying
I'm gonna be
the
so
whole time.
emotionally tied into
It's,
it.
you know,
Social media doesn't matter. I want to talk to that nigga directly.
Okay, so in
Hey,
that,
nigga, you's a fuck nigga. I want you to know you a fuck nigga, and I want to hear your response.
so how's
That
that
wolf
any
for
different?
kicking
If you
in.
tell it, how's that any different if you saying it on the internet versus you saying it?
Because
you saying
social
the same
media,
thing.
you're doing it for social media. I want you to. I don't care what.
You don't think
anybody
Gayle
else
got
think.
that message?
I don't want. I want you to know.
I disagree. I understand what you're saying, and I'm with you. Like social media is social media, but if I don't have your contact information and I don't know how to get in contact with you, but I know how to directly said something about my friend, and I know how to directly say something to you right here on this little platform. I don't have to wait to try to go through people. Hey, give me her number. I'm finna say it directly and add it directly to you.
Mm-hmm.
I know that my at will have power. Again, this is not how I would have done it, and this is how Snoop chose to do it. I wouldn't have said that to her. But at the same time, if you're talking about, I don't know Snoop's relationship with Kobe or any of that. But if you're talking about one of you at this table and you said something like that, after something like that happened, you're going to have to feel me. That's just me.
even you can't get right.
What? Damn, I'm listening to everybody else. That nigga say even you.
But why we there though?
You gonna let nigga slide by talking about me, huh?
I'm not. I'm just saying you're included in that everything at this table.
But also I would want to say it like don't say somebody has some vicious allegation about me.
Mm-hmm.
I would want that cleared up.
Okay.
Like no, these are the facts.
See, here's the thing, man.
Going on the internet or not going on the internet isn't going to be the thing that clears it up, though.
I would want it to be said what the facts was and why I should be cleared of this.
What you about to say,
I
Todd?
just wouldn't want my accusations out there.
Gotcha.
What you finna say, Todd?
See, it's the court of public opinion. That man went to court. Case got dismissed. It didn't happen. Case was thrown out. He was found. It wasn't even a guilty verdict in that case. But you're still bringing it up. So that's why that's what the outrage stemmed from. Like, and you talking about it's going to be a tarnish on his legs. No, it's not. It shouldn't be. Why is it to you? Because that happened, but he was found not guilty. It's just like
It's almost like you try to recreate a narrative.
you're trying to
after
recreate a narrative. He's not here to defend himself. Like, let that shit rest. You had like she said, you had 15 whole
15
years.
whole
If you wanted to talk about this, you could have.
been did it.
Look here,
Could've been.
Gayle. Damn near every nigga got damn hoes on their legacy. Get over it.
I don't know. He going with that.
Me either, goddamn. I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't know what that was. But it was what it was.
116, man.
But man, but also like, I mean, Snoop understands what that is. Like, he had a case. He was acquitted of it.
Mhm.
he made songs and made millions of dollars off of that case.
This is very true.
But you are asked about it. Now, would he, if something happens to Snoop or when he transitions, somebody would ask that question. Like, was this a pivotal moment
And
or?
I'm gonna have the same thing. Why you didn't ask?
Why you
him?
didn't ask
He's
Snoop?
right
He
here,
was-
right now.
yeah, that
Call
was
the
Snoop
phone
right
and
now.
ask
Call
him.
Snoop.
Well, like, why are you? To me, if you're asking this now, I think
You
you're
should
trying
have
to
asked it before.
It's the same shit that you say when something happens, and then all of a sudden, old Sean King come roll up. You feel like he's trying to capitalize off of that. Don't capitalize. Like, don't ask that.
No,
He can't
now.
defend himself.
Yeah, like if you don't
and I
ask
do
it
not-
right now.
I do not want to make it seem like I'm on the side of Gayle King.
No,
That
we're
shit
not
was
doing that.
extra Trash. I'm just saying
Yeah.
for the listeners, especially your dumbass listeners. I want to make it sure
Get
that
that nigga
I'm
listening
not
to
on the side of her. That shit was extra trash. But maybe she was trying to do something that she thought was good.
Well, she needs
Yeah,
to
well,
be
and
smart
that
enough
and
to
couldn't
she
know.
have been.
did, and she
And-
fucked up.
And if she didn't have ill intentions, which we don't know yet, or would never know, you don't have to go that far. Like if somebody's saying something about me, it's gonna be for sure they got ill intentions.
My
Okay,
only
so,
thing-
so based off her intentions, the way she asked those questions, does that not matter too? Because the way she asked them, it just seems like
That's
This
not a
nigga did
network
this.
question, man.
it's not at all.
It's not a network question.
Not at
That's
all.
a Gayle King question, bro.
I don't
that's
know.
a network
I don't know.
question.
I don't know.
The network told her, I think,
If the net,
tricked her to
if right
do
now,
that.
net,
But now you're
tells
creating, and the only thing I'm saying is you're creating what you think.
What I think.
Right.
That's all I can say.
Right. We don't want to go off what you think. The clip shows us what we know, and we saw who asked the questions and what you asked.
and it looks
that's
like
what
she
people
knows.
react
If the
to.
person doing the interview said, I would have never approved that clip.
Yeah, I wouldn't have never approved that, but I would have never asked
That's
that.
the question, right?
Right.
I don't give a fuck. Hey, network, nigga, fuck that.
No,
I'm not
that
asking
we gotta
that.
get this one out of that. We're not asking that.
I'm not asking that. Don't put my interview out. Fuck it. Get rid of me. Do whatever. But
Get
I'm not
somebody else.
asking that.
That's true.
All right, that's all people saying. And it's crazy. We talked about public opinion and court of public opinion. Did y'all see Vic 30 for 30? The reason I brought that up, it was a super dope 30 for 30 for people who watch those on ESPN. They did one on Michael Vick. A lot came up from Vic. It was just really dope how they transitioned it. The reason why I said court of opinion because they, when they brought up the Dogg case, they showed how for a week or so they just bombarded just one side of the story of it without Vic's side ever responding to it. So by the time it got ready to come to court or to even be brought up to court, you've already only had one side shared the whole time. So I don't know if y'all got a chance to see this 30 for 30. I thought it was pretty dope. If so, what are y'all thoughts on it? What are y'all takeaways?
So you saying in that case, Vic didn't have a dog in the fight?
I didn't. I saw.
Doo-doom. Give him a doo-doo dance.
Todd tried to ease past the motherfucker.
Doo-doom. That's cool corny though. It's cool corny.
I
I'll take
didn't.
It's car crash worthy.
I didn't get a chance to watch the first part. I fucked around and watched the second part first. So, and that's when he was with the
You
Eagles.
ass
and,
backwards as usual. But
You know, what I'm
I'm
saying?
even more ass back. I didn't get the chance to watch either one of them.
Right. So yeah, it was.
Well,
it was
you
pretty
got a
dope.
chance
I know,
to be
right.
ass frontwards.
I guess you're right. So you
What
still
you was saying,
you still
Todd?
wrong, Todd.
Go ahead, Todd.
No, I was just saying, man. The second, if the first part is anything like the second, yeah, it was a pretty dope ass 30 for 30. I know for a fact that he had people like Tony Dungy in his corner. You know what I'm saying? He had like handlers pretty much to what I'm saying, keep his ass in line. I don't want to ruin it for those who didn't see it, but
If you didn't see it, you
You're right.
fucked up.
You're right.
You shouldn't listen
You
to us. But I'm gonna talk to you because you seen both parts, right?
Right.
Cool. Let's go back to like the first part.
Uh-huh.
One thing that I thought was dope, is that Vic was not getting to what he did second part, but first part, I just think my man was really in tune with helping. He wanted to help others. He knew that he had this
Oh.
tremendous gift,
Yeah.
and he wanted to help. He had a homeboy, man. Homeboy ain't finished high school, or I don't know if he didn't finish high school, but he definitely wasn't
He didn't
going
go to college. He went to
And he let his
Virginia
homeboy
Tech with
come
him.
up
Yeah.
to stay with him because he said he was concerned about his homeboy well-being living there in the city that he did. I know personally, for me, I never made it to the heights that Vic was, but anybody and everybody that I could help from Mobile who could come up, I let all them niggas come stay with me at one point in time. I had a little factor of people coming to stay with me because I felt like this little piece of what I got is better than the opportunity that you may have there. Come
share
on
that
up.
shit. Come on, I'm gonna share it with all
And
y'all.
Yeah.
anytime you not in Mobile,
It's better. And
that's
like,
better.
and I remember his homeboy expressing how he looked at the college campus and looked at like, oh my God, this is college?
Yeah.
Like, look at these people around here. Look at this. Like, it did something to him. You see what I'm saying? And I that's the way I looked at it. I remember homeboy telling me like, man, this shit here so crazy. Like,
Shit motivate.
yeah, just to be in college.
And then you remember saying that people from, you know what I'm saying, the hood or whatever, when they saw that,
Yep.
it was that same like energy. But
Is that when you made your joke? How did he help Marcus Vic?
no, that wasn't a joke. I really would have liked to see how they
They have
mentioned
nothing-
Marcus
They
Vic.
have nothing about him in there? Cause
It's
Not really.
very small. Like, cause you know all the troubles he went through. I would have liked to see how Vic
help
tried
his
to
brother.
mentor him.
Okay.
But as far as like overall, he was trying to do right by his homeboys, which anybody would. But
Most niggas do.
I mean, let's be real. I mean, it's a fucking dog. Like,
That's what we see every day in the hood. I grew up around it on the daily.
I
Niggas
mean,
fighting their dog.
you
Go
went
in
to
the park.
dog fights. You saw you knew pit bulls was breeded. In your mind, the whole purpose of a pit bull, a big reason was to fight.
You probably saw it within probably all
And,
of our
and, that-
favorite
and they
movies.
get
Fresh.
into that. They say how in Southern society, a lot of the people who was fighting dogs,
Mhm.
it come from our community. Not only that, a lot of Vic homeboys and stuff who was talking about it said that they got great at what they was doing from whites. They knew white had some pits that wouldn't lose a fight.
Like food, I didn't even know it was illegal.
Yeah.
For a long ass time. I didn't know
Dog
it was
fight?
illegal. Yeah. I didn't know that
I
shit was
didn't
illegal
either.
for a long ass
Until
time.
Vic got in trouble.
And like they said, the police would ride by a dog fight
And keep going.
and keep going. Like, I real deal didn't think that shit was illegal. Like they said, you got cockfighting,
And if
you shooting turkeys
what's
and
crazy,
cows.
what's
and-
crazy about it, if y'all have not seen
Go
this, you
hunting for
should,
duck,
because
whatever.
it showed criminal justice in its form. Because if you learn this case, the prosecutor in Virginia didn't prosecute.
No.
He never got prosecuted in his state. The prosecutor was like, man, it's a dog fight, man. We ain't got time.
Because he's
But
from
what
there.
Pe-
he know what's going on.
Peter and the
Peter.
bigger groups who are
Call
big,
the feds.
they called the feds, and the feds was the ones that came and did it. Not saying that they didn't have grounds to do it. We know now it's not right to fight dogs, but from our society and from our standpoint, we literally did not know that was a bad thing. And that's the thing that I don't think got caught. And I wanted to talk about when we talked about Kobe, and the reason that I want to tie it in, because so much so, going into the second part, you see that this man served time. Vic, they only thought he was going to get maybe even probation to 90
6
days.
months. Yeah.
He went to
6
jail.
months. That man went to jail
Couple
for
years.
2 years.
Yeah.
The judge added extra time to it because he felt like the crime was so heinous. That's
Crime
what
was
the
so
judge did. But when he got out, it was still people saying that he should have got the electric chair. He should have been killed. He shouldn't be able to play on a team. We talking about, tying back into what we were saying with like Kobe mistake that he wasn't even convicted of. Why? And we talked about this on this platform. Why are we not allowed second chances? Or why are we not allowed? I made a mistake and I'm trying to heal from this mistake. And in Vic's case, he served that time for that mistake. Pled guilty and served the time for the mistake and still was getting killed when he got out.
Pay it all. He could have did bankruptcy, not paid anybody. He did that, said, no, I owed that, I want to pay him.
Yeah.
But we all know why he don't get a second chance. Shit, we barely get
Oh,
a
yeah,
first
we
chance.
definitely know that.
Yeah.
But, man, it really showed you how it divided between black and white.
Yeah.
Like, you could go out here, I think it's way worse to shoot a deer. That's a beautiful animal. And they don't really,
They're not vicious.
yeah.
They don't, you know what I'm saying?
To me,
This is a dog.
that shit's no different than boxing.
Man.
boxing. And I mean, you look at
And it's crazy because, like, damn, Peter, where the fuck is you at when
the fuck
black
is you
people are killed?
Worrying about the dogs.
Fuck a dog. I'm worried about humans.
That's where they at.
So you mean to tell me you'll go to bat for a dog, the PETA people? You're willing to go to the ends of the earth for that, but all the police killings and all that shit
and
doesn't matter.
Just
Because we're mammals.
this is a question. This is a question, not
We
an
got
opinion.
fur.
This is a question, not opinion. Is if I'm PETA, is my only job about protecting animals?
Yeah, but
That's my job.
Yeah, but that's
That's my
stupid as
organization.
fuck.
I get it, but
But yeah,
you're asking me to be a basketball coach and I'm just a football player.
well, exactly.
I don't know. I don't run the NBA. I'm Paul Tagliabue. I'm the people. I'm over the
The blue.
NFL.
Right. So my job should just be to play football, not worry about your fucking dogs. If that's the case, if that's how they gonna think.
Well, I'm just saying, like PETA is
Right,
over
yeah.
animals. They're not over humans.
Like they
So that means I should only have to worry about one thing. If you only have to worry about one thing, if you only got to worry about dogs, I should only worry about football and not dogs.
If I only care about people, then
But you
fuck
harm
dogs.
the animals.
But they gotta be okay. So they gotta adjust in all ways. Too,
Well,
as well.
I'm not saying you're saying adjust, but my job, if I'm PETA, playing both sides of the fence, this is not my opinion. My job, if I'm PETA, is to look out for animals.
Mhm.
And particularly in this case, dogs. A dog was harmed. I don't give a shit about football. I'm trying to protect the dog.
At this point, everybody's job is multiple jobs.
I guess I just
Why don't I ever see them fighting a
Chicken
cockfight?
fight.
Yeah,
chicken fighter. I get it.
The
I'm
animals?
with you. But I just feel
they
like
saw this chance to gain notoriety against a successful black man, and they took it.
Do they do all animals, or is it particular animals? Because I know it's fur, and so is it?
They do fur.
Do
Yeah,
they
they do
have
fur.
a fucking list? Of
They don't
animals
throw, but they
fight
don't
for?
throw that red paint on broke people with furs.
Because it probably ain't fur.
They don't know that.
I know.
I just think one of the biggest things I took from it, this man was found guilty. He served his time, paid his debt to society, and there was a lot of people who came out and still wanted him to continue serving. You brought up a good point. The PETA, I don't know if it was PETA or animal people was gonna go meet with Vic in jail. And the lady was like, look, just meet with him. If you don't feel that he's sincere, because at first they thought that he was just,
Doing it.
I'm just
Just to
doing it
get
to
out.
try to get out. But to this day, that man is still active in teaching people like us who didn't know that shit was a crime.
Right.
He's making sure that he does it. And so the guy came and met with him, and he said after he met with him, like, I believe he's sincere, but I want to see what you do. He even admitted, the PETA man even admitted that, like, wow, I didn't think he was gonna get that much time. And he started seeing that, wow, maybe we was used to hurt a black person, like that, to give him more time than he needed, because I was starting to hear people say he needed to get the electric chair and the death chair, and he got this
Fuck
many
outta here
years,
with
like
Got an electric chair for a
For a
fucking
dog.
dog.
What up?
the little Fox man, Tucker Carlson.
Oh,
The
yeah.
man, he was one of the ones that said he should be executed.
Sound like it.
The
Yeah.
same thing you did to
Tucker.
that dog, you need to
It needs to happen to you.
Mm.
It's just crazy sometimes how we see stuff, man.
And then he probably went out and ate Chinese food.
I mean, that shit was crazy, but
Good dog.
yeah.
I didn't
definitely.
learn much, but a couple of things. But
I was gonna ask
but
that.
good dog.
Y'all learn anything new about
I
Vic
did.
or the situation?
Me
The
personally.
biggest thing I learned that it wasn't really his homeboys that snitched on him because they was willing to take the
It was
whatchamacallit.
that other guy.
It was the guy that they asked how to get into this shit that snitched.
Yeah,
Like,
their
off
homeboys
rip.
was finna say that. You and Charles was finna say it was y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But then out of nowhere, a third person came in and said, nah, it was all of them.
and testified first.
And testified on Vic because, again, that's all they wanted.
That's the big name.
They ain't even
Yeah.
had no case. It was about to go
Damn.
away. I thought it was really dope. Vic said when he finally got out, he was saying, and sometimes we talk a lot about this, like you gotta laugh at your pain or laugh at your situation. Vic was saying how when he first got out, him and his wife was in the bed and they was looking at their bank account. He was like, before I went in, I had a couple million in this account. He said, we looked at the account, that shit was negative $1,000. And him and his wife looked at each other and just kind of laughed. He said the next day, he got a phone call. Phone call was like, hey, what you need? He was like, you know, as a man, you like, oh, I'm straight. Oh, man, I don't need nothing. Nah, man, what you need? I need like 50. He said, shit, nigga sent him 75. Said T.I. had called him, man, what you need? And T.I. sent him $75,000. And he was like, man, I couldn't be thankful enough for what that man did because I had a negative $1,000 in my account. And here this man goes sending me $75,000, more than even what he finally made me tell him I needed.
Right.
I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah.
I gotta go watch that, man.
Oh, it's definitely. I mean, if it come on TV, I'll watch it again. It's one of those because
I'll make
like
my
those,
dude to go find it.
especially the first part, like when you see those plays and what he did. Like, I would love to see what would have happened because we forget that his 2006 year he was not that good. But I would have liked to see if he progressed as a quarterback because Andy Reid kind of made him because, you know, that nigga quarterback guru.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he'd have stayed in that same system.
Another thing you asked what I learned, I didn't know there was Donovan McNabb that went to Andy Reid and said, let's get Vic. And he was like, he said, Andy Reid looked at him like, are you sure? He was like,
Take
yeah,
your damn job.
absolutely sure.
Yeah.
I thought that was dope because, you know, amongst the T.O. and McNabb battle, and it's a lot of different parts to that, but it's just dope to see that McNabb was like, nah, we got to get him.
Right.
And if you watch this story, McNabb also was very key in trying to recruit Vic to come to Syracuse. Everybody thought that thought Vic was going to Syracuse to replace McNabb.
The replacement now.
But he didn't. He ended up going to Virginia Tech. So I thought that element a few years later to see that McNabb was like, let's get this guy.
Yeah.
Look out
And
for
brought
your
him to him. And he said McNabb, and it was dope because he said McNabb said to him, listen, you're going to get up every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. You're going to meet me here. Because if you learn, Vic never studied playbook. He never studied film. He really,
just a good athlete.
McNabb told him directly, that's not going to work here. You're going to get up with me. We're going to work out. We're going to watch film all day. We're going to do all this stuff. And he said he got a lot of that shit from McNabb. And I thought that was dope. I wouldn't have known that before.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known that either.
Shouts out to them, man. I don't know if y'all saw this, but big, huge shouts out to the Redskins, man.
Hey,
Dummy.
Shouts out. Huge shouts out to the Redskins. They hired Jennifer King. Jennifer King is going to become the NFL's first full-time black female head coach. I don't know if y'all seen that. I thought it was dope. She served as the Carolina's Panthers intern during the 2017 season.
Both of the Carolinas?
Dummy.
Get that nigga off your cuz.
I don't know. That nigga weird. But King will become the first full-time African-American female coach in the league history and the fourth woman with a full-time assistant job in the NFL. So we want to give a big shout out to her, man.
absolutely.
On that
Dope.
Shouts out.
Hell
That's dope
yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah.
I would like to hear her talk because I looked like the women coaches that they've been showing. I looked at them and just observed them just to see how they'll compare, and they be looking pretty goddamn dope.
And it's kind of crazy that you say that because anybody who's been around football for a long period of time, I don't give a fuck what they look like or how they look like.
You gotta
Football
hear 'em.
coaches got that same talk.
You gotta hear them.
They got a way of speaking. I can't really explain it. It might sound crazy.
And when you got it, you got it.
But when you hear it, you know, like, oh, that
Oh, that
nigga
nigga
football
coach, right?
coach.
Yeah, man,
But,
woman, experienced, non-experienced.
but,
If they know the game, they know the game.
But question, do you take it in or respect the person that has been to that next level and succeeded?
Not anymore, not any differently. Because I see that there's nowadays, when you see the grand scope of things, you see that there's coaches who've never played the game who's real good at the game.
But
you
your-
can- like
but
I said,
your
you hear
offensive
it.
coordinator was the Heisman winner.
And he only passed for 800 yards, rushed for 800 yards. It was not those numbers specifically, but they wasn't staggering numbers.
But I mean, he was the best player in the nation.
He was good. He was great. I love him to death. But I do also know that there's people who've never played the game as well,
Bill Belichick
This is true.
never
Who's-
played the game.
who's real good at.
Eric Spoelstra
Teaching you the
never
game.
played the game of basketball. Never. He was a video guy.
I don't know if he never. I mean, he.
I
was.
don't really know if we want to put Eric Spoelstra in there with Bill Belichick, but I get what I get where you're going, Todd.
He's a
Keep going
champion.
Take away LeBron.
Well,
there. He was
Dummy.
got fired.
He's still there.
he's
I
he's
see
still
y'all
there.
changing y'all opinion that you don't have to play a sport to be
No,
knowledgeable?
We've never not said that.
You're taking this the wrong way because we fuck with you a lot for not playing the game.
How you gonna tell me how I'm taking this?
Because I know. But you be having some outrageous takes. That's why we fuck with you about it.
Am I knowledgeable about sports?
Yeah, but some of the shit that you're not knowledgeable about and that comes
You
out,
want to
that's
fuck
what
with
we
me a
talk
few
about.
minutes ago about pronounce? Say that shit again. Are you what?
And they couldn't even say about. Yeah.
He said both the
But
Carolinas.
it's the outside. It's
You
the
said
it's the
nah,
crazy takes that we fuck with you about, not the sane ones. Yeah, you have some sane ones, but you have some outrageous shit too.
Yeah, but I'm okay with saying that I'm biased. I know Emmitt Smith maybe or may not be the best running back.
You don't
of all
always
time.
say that you biased.
We got to point out.
No,
it
you'll
ain't me.
argue all night before you'll say that you biased.
Cause I love to argue. That shit fun.
All right, but you lose its credibility if you don't say, hey, I'm being biased.
Credibility / ability.
Hey, that matters.
Who? Special ability.
Dummy.
But either way, man, shouts out to Jennifer King on that.
Hey, Jennifer.
Shouts out.
Oh,
Let me get tickets.
staying on sports.
you know her?
No.
Let me get a
ticket.
Let me get a ticket.
Niggas.
I'm black.
That'd be the first thing you ask.
Let me get a ticket.
Tickets. But I had a question because I saw what's it? North Carolina A&T.
AT&T.
Oh,
Almost made them niggas a phone
yeah,
company.
I got to pay them tomorrow. But
Me
they
too.
moved to a different conference, a bigger conference. I want to ask y'all, say HBCU moved into a Power 5, SEC, ACC, Big Ten, you know the Power 5s, a big conference. How long would it take them to be competitive?
7, maybe 8 years, because they're gonna get recruits in at that point and they can compete at that level. They get transfers all the time from those big schools, but because that's not the first school you're gonna elect to go to. If you got a school like Clemson, Alabama, Ohio State, all of those schools knocking at your door trying to get you to come there. If they elect to go to those conferences, of course, I feel that they'll eventually be able to compete. But 7, I'll just go out on a limb and say 10.
What conference they going to?
But he was asking about the SEC. If they went to
SEC, ACC, Big Ten,
Right.
It
Big
depends on
12,
to
Pac-10.
me. It depends on where they stand now, because it's a lot of things matter and play into that. Like UAB, a lot of the issues were facilities and where you stand on facilities and how quick you can get those facilities up and running. So if those HBCUs are so far behind, it can take forever. If sometimes.
But the thing
That's why I
is,
say 10.
Because like it can even fuck you up. It can even make you be a UAB and have the death penalty because you're so bad.
but the thing
So
is,
I don't know.
in that first year with that TV money,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be able to change all their facilities that first year. I think it'll take 4 or 5 years. Not you're not winning
To
the
compete?
conference. To compete. Not getting blowed out by everybody.
That's why I say 10.
I look at it like it's
Because
hard.
in that first year with that TV money, you're going to be able to upgrade your facilities 1,000%.
Who?
Let me just be honest
Name me
with it,
one
man.
team who competes now that's moved from a smaller conference to a larger conference. Name me
Appalachian State.
that
Yeah.
competes.
But they're not in the
Appalachian
Power 5,
They're
but
not in the
Appalachian
Power 5,
State.
But do they-
Yeah.
They're killing the Sun Belt.
Nigga, they just destroyed UAB in the bowl game. God damn it.
Beat the fuck out of them.
Okay, I got
They
you.
beat Michigan a couple of years ago.
So to me, it depends
Missouri
on,
is competitive in the SEC.
it depends on me.
but they've
They've been there
Missouri
forever.
Power 5 for a while.
and it depends on me to what you mean
Came
by
from the
compete.
Big 12.
But like when they said Missouri, they're like, oh, no,
So
this
question.
gonna get thrashed.
Yeah, but I didn't never really think that. I think Missouri was in a unique position.
They was in the Big 12. What do you think? What do you consider competing? That's what.
keeping
that's
it close. You know what I'm saying?
Winning record.
Winning
6
4 or
and
5
5.
games.
I'm not trying to be funny,
5
man.
games.
You got to understand what I'm saying. Like, I know people take it to heart because it's like a HBCU we're talking about. But if you're talking about taking an HBCU and skipping them from all the smaller conferences and putting them in Power 5, they're going to get destroyed for the next 20,
30 years. And that's what I mean by
And I'm gonna give you an example. The highest grossing HBCU, look it up, was Prairie View.
Mhm.
They were getting about $17 million. You want to know what the highest Power 5 was? $219 million. You're gonna get wiped off the face of the earth, man. And if you're talking about competing in sports, because it goes into resources, it goes into facilities, it goes into being able to get on the trail and recruit. All of that shit goes in. Like, matter of fact,
but year one, you're getting $100 million TV contract.
To me, competing is
it's
having
still
a chance
about
to
the
win.
fan base too, man. Like
That's true.
Yeah,
A&T,
man.
they
Like
postponed
the
A&T
top
game.
is Texas. Texas got a stadium that sits 108 million people.
It'll take you 2 years to build a new stadium.
Boy,
How long is it gonna take you to get that stadium approved?
Good job, buddy.
That's why I said
It's
10
gonna take you
because
30
there's
years
a
to
lot
get
of
that
variables
2-year
there.
approved.
That's why I said 10, just to give it a roundabout number. But
To me, it's bigger than that, and it's harder than that because not many teams are doing it, man. And we don't know
Because you wouldn't. I mean, this is just a fairy tale.
And not even
This will
that.
never happen.
And what's crazy
Not
is-
even that. They put more emphasis on those white schools. Like, think about how many white schools have went from smaller schools to bigger schools and are still terrible. And they gonna get more of the resources.
That's true.
yeah, I need to drop Arkansas down to this.
But you look
Yeah.
at somewhere like Prairie View. Prairie View is like 149 out of 230 schools. So that's not really bad. But none of
buddy
those are
from,
Power Five schools.
Eugene.
Bruce Eugene,
What school was that?
Grambling. We went to Grambling.
Like
A lot of
Grambling.
niggas went to Grambling.
Yes, and they used to have a pipeline to the NFL.
But
Like
that
a
was-
Grambling.
that was
I ain't
a
gonna say,
different
and
time.
I'm not gonna say
It was,
pipeline.
it was.
Yeah.
Pipeline is tough to say.
And at that time,
Well,
you
they
went-
had people regularly going.
Yeah, and at that time it was different. Budgets was different. It wasn't about as big a TV revenue as you're talking about now. It's a lot of different stuff. That's
Now, I'm not talking about
the difference.
miles, but like it would have to be like a Grambling.
But to me, a Grambling to go and compete, because to me, what I consider compete is championship.
No, I'm saying compete is like you're not getting blown out every game. You're winning some games.
So it depends on what you
3-4
consider compete.
games. I think in a couple of years with being able to recruit, you could start winning games.
I think it's
Like I
hard
said,
to
a
say
lot of different
couple
variables have to happen.
a couple
Who's
of
the
years
coach?
compared
You know
to
what I'm
schools
saying?
that's been there for 100 years is hard, my boy.
Who you gonna beat?
The worst of the school.
It's hard to beat Vanderbilt right now for them boys, man.
Oh no, there's no way in the hell they beat Vanderbilt right now.
That's competing.
But with
Even in
with
15,
3-4
20
years,
years.
they would be able to beat Vanderbilt. I would think.
3-4 years, I don't think so.
I have to agree with you. Did y'all see New Jersey students facing discipline after fighting their basketball coach?
Fuck him up.
He ain't gonna play me.
No, it was some high school students, man. In Newark, New Jersey, basically. Their head coach saw that the guys were bullying another player and stepped in and kind of try to assist and got jumped and beat up outside. Y'all saw that?
That makes it hard. That's tough for that coach, man. That makes it hard to that makes it hard to teach the students, which I hate to say some shit like that, but that makes it hard to want to go back and teach like that
Yeah.
if they're beating you up for trying to help them do right.
Do you think
I got a question.
what?
You want a black coach?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I doubt it though. But even if,
I'm hitting
but Todd,
you
I'm
back,
gonna be
sorry.
real with you. If it's you against 6 of them kids fucking you up.
I'm hitting.
You might
He
hit him.
probably didn't fight back.
You might hit him.
He
Okay.
didn't. He didn't fight back. And I don't blame him for fighting back. Like, if I try to fight some 18-year-olds, I mean, you got to defend yourself, I guess.
Exactly.
But more so than that, and I'm not trying to blame him. Please know that I'm not trying to do that. But what's the respect level that they have for that coach?
None at all.
None
It can't be.
whatsoever.
Because it's been some coaches you scared of just because who they are.
How
Absolutely.
they talk.
Call
How they-
your mama all
Absolutely.
kind of shit. Damn,
Right.
coach, you just gonna say that about my mama?
Right.
You got it.
I don't
No.
know, man. I saw the video. It just was kind of sad.
Yeah.
They're still trying to find it.
I ain't watched the video.
Because he
either.
just, I still ain't see the video.
Yeah,
But-
it's fucked up, man. That is right there, Des. That's it.
They
Look at
They stumped him out.
Hell yeah. Man, one nigga goddamn Sebastian Janikowski that Boom. Punted, that nigga punted his head.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, all in all, man, I just feel like if it's a certain level of respect that you have for your coach, you won't do that. And I'm not blaming that coach for that, but it's just crazy, man. Kids crazy, man.
He never coaching again.
These kids is different, fool. Like, I would have never talked to my teacher how these kids talk, but I was also more concerned about what would have happened when I got my ass home.
I also, and that's another thing too, because I would never talk to a teacher that way, but I was in classrooms where kids talk to teachers recklessly, cut off lights and hit them in the head with books and shit like that. Like for real, fool. So
I know what you're talking about.
Right.
so it's you might have.
I was like, oh, this nigga wild. I'm
Right.
glad he did it, but this nigga wild.
This nigga crazy.
Yeah.
So
Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Dumbass, dummy.
Some
Stupid
bitch,
ass dummy.
Stupid ass. Why?
DeTravion Brown.
Travion.
Report to the principal's office.
your name's stupid.
I know you young, man, and you know.
No, you stupid.
That nigga name stupid.
I don't mean to talk about kids, but shit.
I don't either.
Stupid.
But
Sometimes
DeTravion, man, did some shit that was kind of weird, man. On National Signing Day, the college football's National Signing Day just happened. My man had a ceremony to celebrate his college destination. Only problem with his college destination is that wasn't his destination.
Was not your final destination.
My man had his family and friends where he chose that he was going to go to Ole Miss University.
It's a big to do. It was a big to
the
do.
school system. I'm
Again.
going here, goddamn.
Oh,
The
no, I'm
only
going.
problem with that,
You taking me?
the only problem with that is Ole Miss athletic department basically said that we don't have any paperwork on this nigga.
Who is this nigga?
We don't know who he is.
Who?
Who is you? What's your name?
What's so crazy? Ole Miss was like, hey, we scared to comment, goddamn.
And then
We don't know how crazy this nigga is.
nigga got to the club and like, your name ain't on the list, boss.
Damn, bro.
Other words, man, DeTravion basically went on to say that how Ole Miss coaching staff and people loved him, thought that he was such a great asset to the university, although the university basically said that they don't really know who he was.
I never heard of.
Is he going to school eventually?
I mean, my man's stats look good. They said that at Northwood High School that basically he caught 58 passes for 912 yards last year. I don't know. That sounds like some good stats, but unfortunately, Derek Nix from Ole Miss basically said today that he wasn't coming there.
Damn.
They said that we didn't really have
no room
for me.
for it.
Don't be lying on us, cuz. We don't know you, nigga.
What's crazy, I was recruited by Nix.
My man had the whole thing at the school.
Nix
bro.
was at Southern Miss at the time I came out. He played running back for
He damn
Southern,
sure did.
Southern Miss. Yeah.
Look at my man, bro.
Yeah.
Look at him at the school,
Look,
man.
my man got
Everybody happy, got the hat and everything. On
So,
that.
hey, is he going to school? I hope he's going to school somewhere.
we don't know.
No, because
No, it
because
says-
on signing day, he didn't sign with a school that was offering him.
basically said
going to
that
North
he did
Texas.
receive an offer from North Texas.
A decent school. It's not the Ole Miss caliber.
But they haven't seen anything final. He might be lying again.
Hell no. North Texas High School.
I hope my man gets something. I mean, if you lie on Ole Miss and you had the stats, you probably are going somewhere, but it's just not Ole Miss. And for staging a fucking signing, saying that you was going to Ole Miss, you are the dummy of. I mean, my man even got a dummy. Look, he got
My man got his mommy out there, man. How you going to your mama out there?
Mama got on the
Look at
Ole Miss shirt.
little brother happy.
Yeah, we going to Ole Miss. I don't know why, but we going there.
Nah, you're not.
Mama look like.
But for that, the Travion, man, I'm sorry. I know you're young, man, but you're gonna learn about the real world.
When you make
Part
grown
of the
mistakes,
real world is you are the dummy of the week.
you make grown mistakes, you get this grown ass dummy.
Dumbass boy.
Father, be in your kids' lives.
Ain't no daddy up there.
Other than that, man,
Damn,
any
you
other things,
Travion.
any other information that we missed, man, anything we left out, where we at?
He boosted stock though. I think we're gonna hear about him going forward. Maybe he's good.
We
We gonna
not.
find out.
Travion gonna be the NFL's. He going to the Hall of Fame. He gonna
This
put
is
on
the
that
kid
jacket.
who lied to all you niggas.
He made it.
Anything else we missed out, man?
Rest in peace, Kobe again, man. The funeral 224. Celebrate both of their numbers.
Yeah.
Dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Or the ceremony.
The ceremony.
The ceremony.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace again, Kobe.
Memorial service.
Gonna be a tough one. I don't know if I'm watching it or not.
I never watch shit like that. I just can't. It's hard for me, man.
We gonna be in Mobile for Mardi Gras, so you might not be able to.
Okay,
that
yeah.
Saturday?
Let's talk about that. Hey, man, if I come to Mobile Saturday, y'all come to New Orleans Sunday.
I told you I could.
I ain't coming Sunday, Hood.
I'm coming Sunday.
I just try to work this out with you.
Stop. What up,
You
Stop?
trying to negotiate?
Right.
Parent claim he is. What up?
I mean, what's Sunday? I might can make that work. What's Sunday?
Sunday, we gonna find the second line. We gonna go under the bridge on Claiborne. We gonna go to Cajuns. We
Sound
gonna
like a
enjoy
plan.
ourselves. We gonna find a way that we gonna find some hood shit to go to. We gonna enjoy ourselves, man.
I might could do that because rock shit.
We could take a
Saturday.
little small dummies photo shoot. I got a photographer. We need one.
I'm down.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
mean-
we been needing photos since forever.
I can ride with you.
Yeah, come on.
You going Sunday?
Sunday.
Sorry, Todd.
Coming
You're
back
gonna
kinda
miss the Dummies photos, Todd.
Why
Yes,
you
I
can't go Sunday? What you doing Sunday?
Joe
Kane.
Sunday. He want me
What's
to
the
do.
difference?
Niggas
between
want me to
doing
do
that, whatever you gonna do Sunday and what you gonna do Monday?
Skinny money and Joe Kane.
Tomatoes.
Try
and
something
olives.
different, man. Like, I'm gonna tell you. And the reason
I
I
don't
can,
do Joe.
the reason I
Kane,
can say
so
that is because Saturdays normally is 9 o'clock in the morning, Endymion in the evening. I'm willing to miss Endymion in the evening to come hang with you niggas. Give some shit up,
you better
cuz.
come hang with us.
I'm just saying. I'm giving some shit up. Give some shit up.
I feel you.
Okay, who did
That's all I'm saying.
You have a good argument
But
there.
to be
so
fair,
I'll
Todd
consider
is
it.
coming Saturday morning. So
No, he not.
that's what he
I'll
said.
No,
consider
he's
it.
not.
At least that's what he said. He said he
Well,
coming
what's
Saturday morning.
No.
He said he coming Saturday morning.
If I was gonna come, I was gonna do Saturday morning and still be home for Joe Kane. But since everybody going Sunday, I might consider going out.
Wait. Hold on.
Okay, so if
this
they
is
don't
new
go-
information. If
if
you
they-
go Saturday morning, you gonna be back for Rock? Fuck
I
right.
am. I'm coming Saturday for Raw.
I might be willing to go Saturday morning with you. We'll negotiate. Fuck
Right.
that. They don't need to listen to this.
Right.
Other than that, was there any other information that we needed to add?
Can't get ready. You the one got to consider now.
Oh, it's no consideration for me.
That boy
Okay.
said he ain't missing that PA parade for nothing. You
sorry.
understand
I
me?
don't
my
never
spot.
go, so I might
never-
be willing to go with you
Right.
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
Where we going Saturday morning? We coming in.
Now I'm talking. And that's when I want y'all to come.
How long that go?
It depends. It could be over by noon, 1, 2, depending on when you want to leave.
Oh,
We can
that's-
make it.
oh, what time we leave?
What time you want?
Because it start early, like 8, 9. I got to drop my mom off at like 5:36 in the morning to
That's
get all
the
that shit on
parade
the
she
floor.
throw it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Come on.
All right. Well, we'll be back next week like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave.
You bitch.
Dig?
You're dead.
Dummy.